you guys like my shirt? Look at how epic it is! Saints Day time! Hey all there, New Glory here, happy Saints Day to every one of us Andrews out there with the name Andrew. We're gonna have the best of all days, the galaxy once again, and yes, guess what I have in store for you during the Saints Day here, guys? That's right, yours truthfully, unmistakably, and originally, creatively made by me. Horticulture the Lawn tier list, that's right, and I not only made one tier list, I made three tier lists of Horticulture the Lawn all three of them are different practically. So we have a tier list based on damage output, whoever is able to do the most damage, from whoever is able to pull off the lowest damage to the highest damage. We have another tier list based on how much I enjoy my experience with all of them, based on how often I'm playing with them, based on how addicting I finding the plans, based on my preferences, I guess. It's a general tier list, this one over here, you could say. And this one over here is only a tier list based on looks, based on design, based on which plant looks prettier and the bestest, and based on that. Let's begin with this one first of all, or actually this one. Which one would you like to begin with? Shall we begin with the general? I made this one first. I'll think we can begin in the ones that I made in order. But this is the general tier list. Let's begin with this one first, then I'll go with this one, and then I'll go with this one. Alright? The general tier list, let's go! Should we start from bottom or to top? Well, to get to the top, I guess you gotta start from the bottom first, so bottom. We have a lot of plants over here on the bottom. Most of all, the lame and cool section are kinda common for lots of these Horticulture the Lawn plants. Let's begin with the lame bracket first. These Horticulture the Lawn plants are considered quite lame in our daily lives. We still play with them, but we're not usually that positively impacted, especially when we try using them on high difficulties. They go down way too quick, they're just not strong enough, they're a bit frail. So yeah, these are the sort of plants we're counting over here, fellas, the lame ones, because it's lame to just die and not be able to achieve much with them. It's just lame, isn't it? Let us see then. On last place over here we have Hedgehog. He's quite possibly, and without a doubt, the lamest. I'm sorry, Hedgehog, you are the lamest Horticulture the Lawn plant out of all. It's true, you have a cute little aspect to you, but you're just, out of all the plants, you just don't have a single attack tool that you can use. You got nothing. Those bushy traps barely do anything. Now, I'm praying that they get a lot of zombies done at the same time, but they barely do anything. They just tickled. And those hedge walls, you push them all over the place, push the zombies in some weird ways. It stops them in their tracks. It covers a lot. It takes a lot of space and room. You can barely see what's going on with those hedge walls around you. Hedgehog, your gameplay just doesn't hit the mark. I'm sorry to put you in the last place like this, but you've proven to be the most pathetic Horticulture the Lawn plant at this point. We're sorry. You're too innocent to fight in Horticulture the Lawn. Too innocent. Yeah. Next to the Hedgehog we have Lovely Lavender. Sorry, Lovely Lavender, but you just feel me? You don't do anything with that. The way you shoot your petals is just too cute. How could you hope to kill stuff with that? It's a bit lame if you think about it. The heal is potent, okay? Based on healing I could place you extremely high. Well, I haven't made the tier list based on healing, but I didn't want to do that because whatever, healing is always considered godly, which why would I need to do a tier list based on healing, am I not right? But yeah, Lovely Lavender will probably go higher based on healing. However, based on how well she performs, she's lame. Goes down there. Fairy Tulip, you've really not shined much at all in horticulture history. I still believe that back in previous Dolan you used to be better, especially when you had your true fairy tulip form. That used to be the most blessed thing I still ever saw in my life, and I enjoyed the most. And ever since then you've been downgraded to just a little support plan that has a good healing circle. Is the only plan that can give you rainbow coins, but the main attack just is insufficient. You are still considered a lame plan by the end of the day, Fairy Tulip. Pretty lame, I'm sorry. I wish you could place you higher, but based on what we're seeing, we can't. Next to Fairy Tulip we got Termedic. Termedic is still down there because of the fact that all he does is rhythm injections. He does have his overhealer helper, which can overheal you, it's very nice. The fact that I can't do anything else other than just driving my ambulance into the zombies is considered pretty lame by the end of the day. It's fun, I mean, but he just... you have to struggle with him, let's just say. It's all he can do by the end of the day, so he's quite lame. Nothing to it. Next to Termedic we got Bouncy Tomato. Slightly better than Termedic, I guess. Yeah, because I placed him like that. So, as you can see, it gradually gets better and better. I tried at least to keep it that way. There you go. For most I succeeded, which is nice. I mean, for all of them. Bouncy Tomato, you're also quite lame. You are down there when it comes up to... You bounce very goodly, but I just feel like it's not enough. You bounce, alright, you bounce, you smash your face into the ground with your tomato juices, doing some damage to the zombies whenever you bounce. But is it enough to not consider you a lame plant? I believe it isn't. You're still quite lame because you go in there, you bounce a couple of times, then if it's a high difficulty you rest in peace quite easily. It's alright, you guess you can launch them sometimes when you're glitched. Bouncy Tomato, bounce, 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 smash them, you know, throw the tomato juices at them. We'll give you some points for that, but you're still lame by the end of the day, Bouncy Tomato. You gotta go down there to, you know, where you belong, sad. I gotta be honest, that's where you belong at the moment. Next to Bouncy Tomato we have obviously Boxing Beetroot. Bruh, your punches! You just aren't using your brain too much when you're punching, you know? You just punch, you lose your punches, once the zombie kills you, you have no more arms. What is that? You punch like this. The boxing number 3 is probably the best one because he does the most of all damage, but... the punches... You're still pretty lame by the end of the day because that's all you do. You just punch, and you can't even jump. You're the same like Artillery Artichoke, which is why I place them next to each other. Both of them are unable to jump. As horticulture drum plants, it is important to be able to jump. And these two characters know no such concept of jumping whatsoever. I'm not sure why they were both designed this way, but literally they both suck. They can't even jump. It's very sad, I know. Yeah, sorry Boxing Beetroot, you'll have to do some really godly modifications to your punches in order for me to place you higher than that. You're lame by the end of the day. Let's see Artichoke Artillery, what we got to say to him. Artichoke Artillery, you know, you hit some splash projectile, it's just not enough. You can't even jump also, like I said. You got your rocket jump, but that damages you every single time you use it. You got a cheap fertilizer that restores your HP when you use it. You just don't have enough firepower to yourself. You're still pretty lame by the end of the day. I'm sorry, hey, my friend, despite the fact that you got a rework, it doesn't get any better for you. You're still considered a lame horticulture plant by the end of the day. We're sorry, you're going down there where you belong. Next to Artichoke Artillery we have Glowshroom. Another free plant, obviously. It's the fact that it barely does absolutely anything. I think the best of all tool he has is probably the giant Glowshroom that he's been blessed to have. That giant Glowshroom does most of the things for you pretty much. The tiny ones are shooting some projectiles, they don't do much either. He doesn't have any reliable tool except for the giant Glowshroom that you can deploy. Sorry to say this, my dear Glowshroom, but you're quite lame with that. So you're going down there to where you belong. Next to Glowshroom we have Circumspore. Circumspore has succumbed a bit to the fact that he is quite weak. Barely pulls up any damage. His main attack looks like some magical shotgun that barely even does anything unless you go directly into the zombie to actually feel the damage. His projectiles are too toy-like to hit anything. They can generate your HP all the time, so he's quite costly when you use HP upon hitting the zombie with the projectile. The Circumspore helpers don't help at all. I've seen them most of the times. They die in one blow. Their HP just does not survive. Those helpers aren't helping much at all. And you have to wait a bit to deploy more of them as well. He just doesn't do enough value. He's considered a lame plant by the end of the day. Go down to where you belong there, Circumspore. Next we have Strawberry Pult and Pineberry, which obviously, since Strawberry Pult has a skin costume, all of the skin plants are going to be always placed next to each other pretty much. Well, nearly always. Obviously Pineberry is slightly better than the basic Strawberry Pult because it does a bit more damage. Extra tartness. So, though obviously since it's Strawberry Pult we're talking about, we could place it a bit more higher than Circumspore. Perhaps it does achieve a bit more value to the point where it can just stun zombies with its strawberry juice in place with that cool cool strawberry freezing effect. But by the end of the day it's a lame plant because that's all it does, and it doesn't hit that much damage either. Strawberries hit, get the zombie over there, it might create slight lags sometimes depending on how many zombies you slow down at the same time. That doesn't quite matter though. But the fact is that it's quite a little cutie plant and it's unable to perform the best way possible. So it's lame plant by the end of the day. But nice strawberry effort, what can I say? Next to strawberry we got duckweed, which we could consider slightly more better than the Strawberry Pult. It can deploy ducklings and have a little whatever that is duck area that damages the zombie when they walk on it, and some water projectiles. As for about all it can do, it's quite lame to be honest. You can't do more with it than that. Most of the times it comes in there, it looks funny, it deploys ducks, it dies like a duck. Another lame horticulture drum plant. But lame or not, we consider all of these plants still very epic to have obviously. But someone had to go down there, so I've chose these plants to be the ones that go to that section. Obviously. Next to duckweed we got Dozing Daisy, ranked a bit more higher than duckweed because it has the ability to make zombies fall asleep. It is a free starter plant, but it does do quite some job with the sleep value. Every single time you cast your pillow fight upon the zombies, it'll be like and then they start falling asleep. It's still quite lame by the end of the day because the main attack barely does any damage. The second attack is the only one that hits some damage on the zombies from what I can see the pillow fight one does. The circle can cancel your projectile as well. The circle is not good, but it does slow down the zombies. Most of the time it's in my way however, and I'd rather not have it in my way. But there we go. Dozing Daisy is still pretty lame by the end of the day, so she goes down there. Next to Dozing Daisy, we got Rambutan. Rambutan, don't you even go saying that after all the displays I've tried to put you through, I didn't give you the time to shine. I did, my son, and you proved yourself a lame horticulture land plant. Sorry, but you're Rambutan, and you go in there, you charge with your head, you kick them with your goat kick. I'm not sure what that's meant to do, man. You can launch some zombies off the map. That is not good, but you're very underrated. You are just going to rash. You don't think before you go in, and you just throw yourself to death. And you're not like, oh, Rambutan, did I do good enough? Sorry, Rambutan. That is quite dumb and lame at the same time, bro. You gotta get a bit more smarter. So we placed Rambutan down there to the fact that he's just lame. And now I'm doing sound effects just so you can imagine it does. Next to Rambutan we got Stellar Shroom. Stellar Shroom, due to your ability to reduce golems HP, surgeons HP, and every other minion. You've been placed to be more higher than Rambutan. That doesn't mean you are better than Rambutan though, but you're still being placed to be more higher because of that. Your projectiles are weak, barely do any damage. I know you're supposed to be Mona from Genshin Impact, but even Mona's stronger than you are at this point. You're a bit of a disappointment still, Shroom. Yeah, Star Magic, and yeah, you can crush a couple of zombies with it, but you haven't been blessed good enough. And sadly, you remain at the lame spot over there. Next to Stellar Shroom, we got Spirit Defilea. Spirit Defilea, my girl, I was a bit saddened. My girl, I was a bit saddened to put you down there at the lame segment. I would like to place you on the cool ones, but it's just not cool. I've seen most of your times, especially on higher difficulties. Your slashes are lagged. You barely even slash the zombies properly. Not to mention that you barely hit any damage on them whatsoever. You feel like you'd be able to pull off a lot more damage than that. The Talisman, the third ability, can do a bit more significant damage to them. I still don't understand what that second ability does. It gives you the Talisman, it's probably help you do more damage. It makes you a bit slightly transparent. Your gameplay of all of the melee plans that I'm saying is just not reliable enough to be not considered lame at this point. You have very good animations. From the animation perspective, I obviously place you higher, but you're still lame to play as by the end of the day, because you do go in there and you struggle to just attack the zombies with your slashes. You're struggling quite a bit there, Spirit Defilea. I'm sorry to say this. It's a bit lame. Next to Spirit Defilea, we got a Gallant Carrot. I have to place you right there next to Spirit Defilea and Gallant Carrot. I was debating to see whether or not you'd make it a bit further than Spirit Defilea or not. And in my mind I said you may make it a bit more further because of the ability to heal yourself every single time you slash. Your damage, however, is still very low. I would love to see more damage if you wanna not be placed on the lame spot, because the damage you hit is lame. You also have the glitch that gets you stuck in the air by the golem or surgeon, so that's even more lame, to be honest. You have the Gallant Carrot circle, but it takes forever to even recharge. Sometimes I found myself not even being able to wait for the cooldown before it dies. You don't perform well enough on high difficulties, and your slashes are also delayed. It's quite lame, to say the least, but nicely animated. However, on this tier list over here, we don't count the animations. We count on how great my performance is, with how great I feel with the plants in general. Oh yeah. A Bluebell Builder, you've ranked a bit more higher than Gallant Carrot. The fact that your hammer is still quite broken. You can heal yourself very good, and you have those Seed Shooter helpers. You have those nice little elements that can make you a very useful horticulture plant, but you're still lame. You walk very slow, and I hate that. And well, your treehouse is busted. You can't even deploy your treehouse anymore. Every single time someone or something hits your treehouse, the treehouse just disappears for some unexplained reason. The treehouse ability needs to be fixed on Bluebell Builder. Now it's become a bit more lamer than it used to be, because normally I'd have it a bit more higher. Right now though, because of that, I placed it even lower. And obviously, Artichoke Artillery Helper must be the most busted one helper. I've seen him even be able to insta-kill some golems, and for a plant that can do that, you think I'd rank it higher. It's just not enough. I know the helper can do that sometimes, maybe glitch related, or maybe it really is that strong. It's just a helper, and honestly I wanted the hammer of the Bluebell Builder to be able to do even better. It does when you go really close, but you're still lame because you have to smash your hammer. Dun, 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 dun. It gets lame at some point, you know. Dun, 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 dun. It's still very nice, we love that, but you ain't going to progress further than that if you're not gonna take things more seriously, Bluebell Builder. Sorry. Next to Bluebell Builder we have Dandelion. Dandelion, yes, I guess, what can we say about Dandelion? He comes in there like any other plant, close range would. He smashes his lion face into the zombies. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to bite them, maybe. Yeah. He has his lionesses that can survive sometimes, but I notice that sometimes the lionesses just disappear way too quick. I lose sight of them. I deploy them, they go on to whatever zombie they spot first. If it's high difficulty, they still tend to rest in peace quite fast. They do a bit of damage. There's the rod that I said in the past, it does nothing but just meows like a lion would meow. I'm not sure why the lion meows and not the catnip, but okay, the lion meows. No! And just sends the zombie get knocked back a bit from it, I guess. The main attack just isn't reliable enough. You can't stay alive with Dandelion, it's impossible. It's a lame plan by the end of the day, and it can't accomplish more than that by the end of the day. It's all we're getting from the Dandelion experience. Sorry. Marimo, you've ranked to be more higher than the Dandelion. You can put down your Marimo helpers. They explode after a short period of time. But you gotta keep sacrificing life for it. Not to be able that not to mention that you're barely able to jump. Now you are able to jump a bit more better compared to Artichoke Artillery and Boxing Beetle who can't even jump. You still are quite a lame horticulture plan by the end of the day, because all you have to do is deploy clones of yourself that you have to wait some time for them to explode. They don't even get the job done that much. They don't hit that much damage. It's insufficient for me. I think you'll be placed over there on the lame spots, Marimo. Tempted sometimes to place you higher, but you don't. You just don't qualify to be higher than that. That's where you're staying, my son. I'm sorry. Next to Marimo, we have Snowflake. You managed to go be more higher than Marimo. Your freezing abilities did prove to be quite nice in freezing scenarios. If you combine those abilities, you can hit some damage on some zombies. Though you're lame, because this is all you're doing. It's quite sad. I mean, you're a sad little plant, what can I say? The Snowflake 3 ability, the one that summons the snowball that rolls into the zombies and pushes them back. Okay, I don't have much to say about that. You can push them back, I guess. It acts on its own, pretty much. Then, the freezing abilities, the second one is probably the best one. The first one you have to go close range in order to hit damage, otherwise it does nothing. Snowflake, that's all you can do by the end of the day. You tried your hardest, but I'm not gonna put you higher than that. You should stay there right now. Next to Snowflake, slightly more better than Snowflake, we have our starter plant here, Siege Shooter. Siege Shooter has no trouble in getting in there and shooting the zombies. So he's decent at doing that. He can do some things like that. Though he's still a lame plan because he is the starter plant. I can't possibly place him higher than that. So this is where he's at. He gets a very nice speed tool, and I said I would have that on any plant I'm playing as. His speed tool is the nicest thing about him. And yeah, he does shoot. He hits some damage. No, you can't play Siege Shooter higher than that, you just cannot. Catnip, you're lucky you made it a bit higher than Siege Shooter, because I was gonna play Siege Shooter higher than you. And I thought since you hit a bit more significant damage with your first projectile, provided that it hits the zombie properly, because if it doesn't even, you do straight up nothing. You are literal garbage from points of view, Catnip. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm the most disappointed of your gameplay. I will horticulture the plants right now. You could have possibly gone even lower than Hedgehog if I wasn't so nice to put you over there. Well, there you go. You got placed over there, despite the fact that we could definitely rank you even lower than most of this. I think we could all agree Balsamay deserves to be higher than Catnip at this point, but whatever. I placed you over there at the moment. I did not change my mind. Catnip is a bit of a sniper, I guess you could say. It moves really slow. It's unacceptable how slow this plant moves. I ain't handling shit with it because it just comes in there. Projectiles not even hitting most of the time. The homing missile or whatever these are meant to be, they're homing onto the zombies. They're just disappearing in the air. Its gameplay just does not hit. I swear, Catnip, one of these days I'll place you right on the last place, even worse than Hedgehog. You need to step up the gameplay, Catnip, come on! Okay then, Catnip, sorry, you're a bit of a cute cat. But, kitty cat, it's all you are at the moment. Kitty cat! Then we got next to candy, Buddha's hand. Buddha's hand, I'm not sure where you came from, my son. What sort of Buddhist has invented you, but Buddha's hand, really? It's nice that you got that animation with your tentacles opening. I'm not sure what is this plant meant to be in real life. Buddha's hand? Yeah, it's a Buddha reference. Okay, yeah, anyways, its expression says it all. It's not quite bothered to be taken that seriously as a horticulture plant. It summons some light orbs. It shoots at them. Has an enlightenment aura that it increases your maximum HP for what it seems. Build summon a circle with some extra balls. The balls barely do any damage to the zombie whatsoever. Its damage output is weak. We're not talking about damage here. But my experience with this thing is quite lame. I come in there, it has a bit of a moon jump, but it barely does anything. I'm quite disappointed about this gameplay at this point. It's not very good. It's a lame plan by the end of the day. I'd place this lower than Poppy for sure. Yeah, sad. Poppy! No surprise you made it over there. Maybe I should have placed you a bit more lower. Well, let's wait, I'm having lovely lavender lower than Poppy. Well, if I was to... Okay, fine, let's place Poppy next to Hedgehog. Changing my mind, but well, I forgot to change this, but we'll be placing Poppy over here instead. Poppy, get out of there, Poppy. You can't be better than lovely lavender. That was a mistake from my part, I'm sorry. Poppy does not go there because she's... all she can do is... and then a bit of healing. You're worse than... You're nothing compared to lovely lavender. I'm sorry, my Poppy. You're a starter plant. You can't go higher than that. As far as the lame ones go, you are extremely lame. I can't place you higher. Good try though, but you can go down over here next to Hedgehog. Anyways, or would you like me to place this on last spot in Hedgehog? Well, whatever. It goes over there. There we go, Enchanterelle and Pink Enchanterelle. Enchanterelle and Pink Enchanterelle have been able to hit some damage with their main attack. Nah, actually I'm just joking, they don't have much of an attack either. They too are very, very lame, and they should have been placed even lower than how I placed them over here. Looking at it right now, I think I'll definitely be placing them... Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll still place them over here, next to Fairy Tulip. So Fairy Tulip will be slightly better than them two are. Sorry, Enchanterelle, we love your healing circle, but as far as what I can see, your gameplay doesn't get any more lame than that. What else can I say? A cute mushroom, but that's all you are. Now then, let's see. Over here we have Camp Cone and the Snow Cone. Okay. The Camp Cone... Wait, no, I did I rank this higher than the Camp Cone? Oops, sorry. Reverse it just one bit. The Snow Cone goes over here. Camp Cone goes a bit more higher than Snow Cone. The Camp Cone is better than the Snow Cone. The Snow Cone is... As a matter of fact, the Snow Cone goes even lower. But whatever, I still put them next to each other. Camp Cone's fire ability is quite good when it comes up to doing damage. I played with it lots of times when I got random choose that it's reliable from the fire damage perspective, no joke. I could definitely see this being a lot more overpowered than Camp Cone. He ranks quite higher the fact that he got the burn damage, and is quite something that most of the other plants ranked lower do not quite yet. He has been blessed with some fire ability there. It's good. It's very good. What else can I say? Then we got Mantis Orchid and Ghostly Orchid. Mantis Orchid and Ghostly Orchid never make it higher than this when it comes up to exceeding my expectations. They perform bad. Oh gosh, they get launched all over the place. Their slashes barely do anything. The second slash, it goes like... It freaks out. regenerating hardly regenerates your HP. You can't have much of a gameplay with this. It goes in there, it makes the zombies make short work of it. No, I'm not feeling it. Mantis Urchin and Ghostly Urchin, you still have a lot more things to learn. You are lame from that gameplay perspective. I can't ever place you higher because I'd have no reason to do it. You are quite possibly, at this point, the worst ticket plan there is. Yeah, I'm sorry. And we got Singer Puppy next to Mantis Urchin and Ghostly Urchin. Singer Puppy, your damage is lame. I would love to see more damage from you. You are better than the puppies because Puppy is just Puppy and you're Singer Puppy and you got a lot more epic abilities than Puppy does. However, the singing part I love. The circle pushes zombies back. You can heal other teammates that are in your area. And the musical notes are not potent enough. You're still just a healing plant. You're playing around way too much. I'm sorry. You're still lame by the end of the day when it comes up to taking stuff seriously. You just don't do that. Next to Singer Puppy we got Poison Peony. Poison Peony, listen. You need your gameplay stepped up as well. You can't just go on me with a couple of blobs. They're telling me I have to wait for the reload, but when I switch the tool, you aren't even automatically reloading it. What are you doing? Tell me. Where's the poison damage? I'm seeing the poison damage, but the second attack is unacceptable, however. I have to be so precise with that second attack because it misses whenever I aim the second one. That one is meant to be the lethal poison one. That one does the most damage, can even insta-kill a couple of bosses. The golem has 100% immunity to Poison Peony, obviously, so the golem goes out of the equation. You're not good enough, Poison Peony. You're playing around too much. Your poison circle slows down. The poison is just not what I was looking for. If you would have shot in a more berserk way, like something like that, maybe then I could place you higher, but you don't shoot like that. Your poison is just way too... It's not even balanced, it's weak. Get me? You feel me? Poison is just not good enough. I'll place you on the lame spots for that, Poison Peony, I'm sorry. Next to Poison Peony we got Lime Lips. I had to invest Robux into in order to unlock your Lime Lips. And when I did, you didn't really shine in the best way possible for me. You're still quite lame. The screaming, you're a bit hysterical as well. You need to chill. You have serious issues. You feel me? The screams are good, okay? I like the screams. They do some damage when you get close to the zombie. He has the product that can overkill you. He has the ability to send kisses and the girl in the picture everywhere, all over the place. Cafe related. Man, your gameplay is quite messed up. But it's the way you were designed, not my fault. You're still the ugly olive. Nah, we gotta place you there. It's something's lame about you, though. It is and it's not at the same time. It's funny, but anyways. He's in the 4th spot over there, as you can see. On the 3rd spot we got Windbean. Damn, Windbean. Oh no. How did the Windbean gameplay go down so hard? Man, ever since you got nerfed, Windbean, you just weren't the same anymore. It's true, you received those beautifully animated wing attacks, but what's gone wrong, Windbean? A lot of things have been sacrificed about you. You used to be able to launch zombies away off the map. You can't even do that anymore. It's annoying. You've gone down the power level. My experience with you is just not good. You're barely hitting any damage. It's lame, wind bean. You can attract the zombies to your wind bean helper. It just doesn't. The values, it's all over, wind bean. I'm sorry. You've been downgraded to a lame plant right now. Sorry to say this, wind bean, but the gameplay needs to be stepped back up if you want me to place you higher than that. You've gone down. You've gone down, wind bean. And we are a heavenly plant. We're expecting more from you. Come on. Don't be letting us down like that. Alright. That's all we're gonna say to Windbean, I guess. On the second place here we have Adult Christian. I mean Piercing Geranium, but you know I like nicknaming it Adult Christian. Piercing Geranium, aka Adult Christian. It wasn't your day to shine at all, was it? You went in there, you slashed the zombies, you applied some bleeding. Your third ability is still probably the best one, which is why I placed you on second place. You seem to be able to dish out quite some great damage with that, but the thrust ability thrusts you way too far, even gets you knocked back super hard, and you can barely recover properly from it. The thrust needs some rework. The pierce and the burst attack, when compared to taking on the Surgeon or a Golem, Adult Christian is no match for them because he struggles. Very lame, Adult Christian. I'm expecting more coming from you. Please, why ain't you deliver it already? I've been disappointed that most of the times I come in at you, you're not able to handle the boss without dying millions of times in the process. That's just not fair, it's not cool. Adult Christian, wake up! You're not a good horticulture plant, you're lame! I need to see more coming from you. Please! I'm sorry. I can't place you higher, Adult Christian, you're lame. Just way too lame. Are you even worthy of the title Adult Christian anymore? That's where you stay at. On first place, sorry Wildflower. You were the last plant over here to have made it on the lame segment. To be honest, if you weren't so unfortunate to have that stupid shit, so you die every single time you cast your fireballs on too many zombies, it damages you all the time like Valerian, but Valerian is still more superior compared to you. I would have literally loved placing you higher, at least on cool or very epic, or maybe even addicting if I could, but you just weren't given that busted privilege. You're not busted enough, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You couldn't qualify higher than that. It nearly did, but it didn't. It's still on the lame spot by the end of the day. So Wildflower, you too are a lame plant to play as by the end of the day. So close. There's a couple of things that if we modified about you, we could definitely place you higher than that. But since we can't, that is where you'll stay right now. Boo! You've been neglected a bit from that. Sorry to say this. The infinite fireballs do hit everything around you. Some things are just immune to your fire, however. You don't do anything there. It's unfortunate. You did more better than Adult Christian. I thought you might and did end up being a very full beast mode plant one day. But you let me down. It wasn't like that. You just let me down. Sorry, Wildflower. A shame to put you over there. At least you ranked the highest of all the plants on that spot there, so it's quite something still. It managed to surpass most of the other horticulture plants, as you can see, so it's on the first place. Now still a lame plant. Quite lame when it comes down to, yeah. Anyways, there you go. The lame segment is now over with. Sorry if I had to maybe roast some plants in the process. I try my best not to roast them, but I can't usually show much mercy in my words when it comes up to the lame section, so I'm just being honest with you. I'm using the words I have to be using. Now we can move on to the more acceptable ones. The cool. This section is filled up with plants that I find cool playing as. I don't have any big issues with them like I do with the lame ones, because the lame ones are the ones I have issues with the most. The cool ones are cool. Cool, very cool. Well, we have over here on the last place, Generous Charity. It's cool the fact that you can donate coins to everyone like this. It's very generous. And since I have the most of all coins, I could end up doing that sometimes whenever I get random choosed. It's cool, I guess. Do you know what ain't cool though? The fact that he can't even attack. He doesn't have a single attack. He's just used for giving coins and giving coins only. He has money bags that give 1,000 coins. That's even more. And then obviously what the other Gilded Shower has, ingots and coins. I thought the ingots and coins I don't even need at this point. Only the money bag is what's the best about this thing, because he gives 1,000. Now obviously this takes coins away from you and gives coins to pretty much other players. It's quite a generous plant. It's generous, so it's cool to be generous. Therefore it makes it on the cool spots. There you go. Cool. Very cool. Next to generous charity we got Allium Archers. As you can notice, the yellow one has been placed higher because this one has a busted one technique in it that the other two don't. This one has the ability to recharge the second ability a lot more quicker, which allows you to fire it much more better than these two do. So these ones have been placed extremely low because of the fact that they reload slower. That's what I kept in mind. I knew this one is definitely better than these two over here. These ones are a lot more lowerly placed because the fact they reload slower. The arrows hit a lot of damage in the zombies, so it's very nice to hit the arrows at the zombies. The zombies, they're no match for the arrows. I guess you can get down all of the zombies with this many arrows shot at them. No, the first arrow ability is a joke. The flash arrows don't do anything. Maybe one that has nearly 0 hit points left can kill with flash arrows, but no, I'm talking about the thunder arrows, the lightning arrows. These ones do a lot of damage to zombies whenever you fire lightning arrows at them. So great job for that, Allium Archer. I do appreciate the gameplay and your very ability to high jump. You are very maneuverable. We can work around with you and you're very quite accurate. You have to aim the arrows at the zombies, is the thing about Allium Archer. But once you do though, you'll notice that it can perform to a very cool extent. So I'm cool with Allium Archer right now. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie though, maybe the first ability should be reworked. But the Allium Archer in it itself, it's a cool plant to play as. Very cool. Maplerella, there you are, my dear. Luckily enough, on this tier list, I spared you the last place. You would have definitely be placed on the lame plant segment. What saved you was the ability to stay at the top of all zombies, same like Paco Patch pretty much. Which is why I placed you higher in my books over here. I also pictured you as a cool plant. You look a bit sad on the expression, but that's how you are, and you still look very nice as a maple leaf, Maplerella. The main attack hits hard. It's hard to hit zombies with the main attack, especially if you end up fading in the end. The aerial attacks, like Windbean and Maplerella here, just don't perform that good. You can take some zombies in the air with the Maple Draft and do them like that in the air. I guess you can get them done and do some damage to them. You performed quite low for my expectation. I really would love to see you get buffed and become much more stronger than Maplerella. You can do better than that, my dear. Believe me, you can. You are a cool plant in my books, but from power level, you get destroyed here. I'm sorry. We need to see better coming from you. The Maple, homing Maple is probably the only thing that does the most damage from all of your abilities. The Maple bombs, I believe, yeah. It's just, yeah. The wind curses, you know. Okay then. I guess I said it. There you go. You can rank it a bit more higher than the Allium Archers. The ability of flying being really broken on the flying, I really like that. It's very nice. Cool. Next to Maplerella we got Angel Trumpet. Angel Trumpet, thank you very much for all of the speed, all of the healing that you're giving us, the speed especially. You're obviously a cool plant to use. Being speedy at all times, it's the what's so cool about you. And the fact that you have those nice Angel Trumpet sound effects to you as well. Your main ability to fire is also nice. You can knock back zombies as well. So Angel Trumpet, you're doing alright. You're a support plant, so you're cool the way you are over there at the moment. Next to Angel Trumpet we got Sapaguita. Maybe could place one more higher than Robotany, but no, because of the fact that it can't fire, it can't shoot. Robotany can shoot and has aimbot built into it pretty much. Makes it a bit more broken than Sapaguita. Sapaguita is still, from the damage perspective, how you gotta go close range at all the times. The saw ability, and you can also give saws that circle around your allies and do damage to zombies that pass through your buzz saw. Yeah, Sapaguita is quite full beast mode, so it's very cool to play as. A fertilizer when you get low in HP, that if I don't get to use it, then does heal me in time, I get annoyed. But let's just hope the fertilizer goes a bit more HP faster. Okay. I do like the saw. The saw damage is really good. Sapaguita performs quite to my expectations when it comes up to the damage. You can be placed on the cool spots over here. On the damage tier list should be placed higher than this, because this is a general tier list. On general tier list, the plants get placed a bit more differently than on the other tier lists, like I already mentioned. The tier lists all differ over here. Some plants that have been placed lower will be placed higher as well on some tier lists. So yeah, Sapaguita, great job with your buzz saws. We love what we're seeing there, very cool. Robotany, so we already mentioned the fact that you can do your aimbot ability, aim for multiple zombies at the same time, which is very nice. A bit low from the damage perspective there, but it hits. You have the upgrade one as well that can also end up speeding you up at some points. And also, you can upgrade other allies as well, as a matter of fact. Other allies also can benefit from your upgrade ability, I guess. Robotany is quite nice. Cool plant to use. Has a bit of a Gaster Blaster to him as well. But the Gaster Blaster could use a bit more buff because it's not good enough. I like the aimbot one though. Sinning Raspberry. We're placing you a bit more higher than Robotany over here. The fact that your fire attacks have a bit of a punch to them. You are hitting hard. As a horticulture plant, I respect that. Any plant that can dish out that much damage is, from this point on, of the plants that you see placed higher are gonna be able to do really good damage to horticulture monsters. Sinning Raspberry here is no exception. We're starting with the first one over here. From damage perspective, it's the first one that made it over here. Quite a last one, but it has got a really good strategy to him right now. And it's like the fire burst ability also goes very good and came up the floor with multiple zombies at the same time. You can use it multiple times, it can hit itself, it can also stay alive very good. It's quite godly at the same time too. So it's a very, very cool plant to use. Good job, Raspberry. Nicely done. Sinning Raspberry is making it. Look at Gilded Showers over there, however. Gilded Showers is ranked higher than Sinning Raspberry right now. Dude, I love the damage of Gilded Shower. Well, let's talk about damage more on the damage tier list, not on this one. Gilded Shower is cool. It can fire golden vision at the zombies. It can give you some coins and golden ingots. Compared to the generous charity one that doesn't have any attack, this one does. And it's quite good. It has a sniper plant too. I don't use it for sniping, but it is very accurate. The coins hit a lot of damage, and it's what you'd expect from Gilded Showers. So Gilded Showers is a cool plant to play as yet again. Gets placed very high over there. Let's see. Butterfly P. I decided to rank your P more higher than Gilded Showers because you have the circle that slows down multiple zombies. The second ability with the Lumify, how is it called? Yeah. It slows down the zombies. And I see the helper, the butterfly helper, can insta-kill Wolverines. Any zombie that walk over there. The butterfly projectiles are scattery. They hit a lot of damage. You've been buffed significantly from how I saw you at first. To be honest with you, if you didn't get buffed, I would have placed you in the lame spot right now. But since you received that blessing, you got saved. So you're now a cool horticulture plant to play as. You also have the ability to fly like Gilded Showers does. A lot of things are cool about Butterfly P over here. You could say its gameplay got stepped up as well from how it first was. I'm satisfied with the Butterfly P. Well done, Butterfly P. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. The butterfly power over here is hitting, no joke. Butterfly power. Butterfly P. Next to Butterfly P we got Omnipalm O3 Areka. Is it Omnipalm O3? Yeah. O5. O3. Anyways, Omnipalm Areka we have over here next to... Is it O3 or O5? Anyways, Omnipalm O3 Areka. It can place you higher than Butterfly P over here since... and love, you're really speed right now. Your dash gives you some speed boost as well. Dashing forward helps you get away quicker from lots of horticulture monsters. It's an extremely agile horticulture plant, which is why I give credits for being so agile. However, you let me down. I would have loved to place you higher, but there's a particular tool that they've taken away from you. The energy nail gun, I believe it was called. I loved it. You had such a good tool there. I can't believe they got rid of your tool like that. Now you are stuck only with a shotgun that has to reload a bit slower, and pulsar shot or whatever it's called that can electrify zombies. It's able to attack only with these two abilities, but it used to have another ability that I miss, and I wish they'd bring it back for you so I could place you higher than this. To the fact that they take away that ability from you, I honestly think that you don't have enough attacks in your arsenal right now. You're missing one that would allow you to fire for longer. But maybe they thought it's unnecessary to have that attack on it. However, I disagree with that because I still feel like Areka did benefit from that energy nail gun more than not having it. The shotgun does some damage to the zombies, providing you hit properly. It's a shotgun and a sniper at the same time. I'm not used to having to play zoomed in all the time, but sometimes I'm using it rarely zoomed in. I prefer getting closer to them and shotgunning them though. It has godly HP regeneration whenever you hit the zombies. It gets your HP back. It can perform to an extent, so it's cool. Omnipalm Areka performs really cool whenever it hits the damage, and it's a talented horticulture drum plant. Pretty talented. Cool. I say it's quite cool. We'll place you over there. Next to Omnipalm Areka we got Gladiolus Gladiator. Let's begin by saying that obviously it moves incredibly slow, but 1000 hit points is nice. It has a very god mode built into it pretty much. The blade to shoot slashes in very cool ways. Gladiolus Gladiator is satisfying to play as any time of the day as a horticulture drum plant. You can blade the zombies really hard, and Gladiolus Gladiator's blade hits really hard. I love all of the attacks it's able to pull off. Love the spinning, though mostly I use the first ability and the third ability, because the third ability also just decimates them in an instant. It is good at dealing with lots of zombies. It's quite a fighter plant, I'll have you know that. She is a gladiator after all, so she performs really good on her duty here. It's very cool. Gladiator, cool. And what else can we say? He does regenerate a lot of HP, which means he's godly. The horticulture monsters cannot get it done very easily. Most of the times when you're playing with Gladius Gladiator, you find out that it just does not die. You can't really die with Gladius Gladiator since he's so godly on the HPs. It's very reliable to play as. Next to Gladius Gladiator we have Black Hole Flower. Its ability to draw in multiple zombies with a black hole is what makes Black Hole Flower so unique. We know that once Black Hole Flower also gets her Galaxy Liberator skin, which should happen at some point, right? It's probably gonna, that one is probably gonna be placed even higher. The fact that it can fly and drop in black holes from the sky, I would really love that gameplay even more than I do with the Black Hole Flower right now. The Black Hole Flower is cool. It can hit a lot of damage with the main attack as well. It has some bleeding to it. The main attack does need some time to reload, but you use this mostly for the black hole, and it gathers pretty much all of the zombies that are close to your black hole. Even if they're not close, they still get gathered onto your black hole. Then they can just get decimated by this thing really fast. So Black Hole Flower is cool to play as, really cool. And has the ability to teleport forward as well, to ensure that you can't get killed that quick. Black Hole Flower steps up to the Horticulture Delon competition really greatly. I love it. Next to Black Hole Flower we got Lotus Dancer. The new plant that came during this update, same as with Napolrella. But Lotus Dancer has some incredible, he's like 2500 hit points, has the most of all HP of all of the plants we got in Horticulture. It is literally the tankiest. On the walk speed it is not the fastest, but it does move. It moves okay, it moves very good. I'm not complaining about walk speed because walk speed is good for most of the plants, except for some of them. But this one is fine, I guess. Right, give me a bit of time. So Lotus Dancer, love you, my dear. You've came up in this competition with extreme Lotus dancing skills. It's water dancing technique with a blade. It's supposed to be like a coffee grinder, but yes, I love the damage it pulls off. The main attack slaps zombies. The animations of it are legendary. Very well made. Everything is to love about this plant pretty much, so I'm loving it. The Lotus Dancer, extremely reliable, is able to solo most of the zombies. Its godly HP regeneration, man, makes it even better than Gladiolus Gladiator at this point. Really good. As a plant you have to go only close range with. I'm very satisfied with this. It can summon Lotus Bombs as well from the main attack whenever your water circle summons around you. You can summon those water bombs. The water bombs are what makes this extremely good, because the water bombs do quite a lot of damage to the horticulture monsters. They're able to get the job done rather quick. Lotus Dancer performs good even on the highest difficulties, same as with Gladius Gladiator, but make Gladius Gladiator struggles a bit more at higher difficulties than Lotus Dancer. Lotus Dancer's gameplay really has been well adapted for Horticulture Dawn over here. Therefore it is a very cool plant to play as in Horticulture Dawn. The animation, I love going in there and seeing the animation every time. Oh, it's perfect. We can use Lotus Dancer for anything at this point. Nearly, but they're going in there and attacking them, dancing around them. This plant performs excellent, I'm telling you. he could be even placed even higher. But there then. Next we got Cutting Cartridge. Compared to Thermedic, he is not lame. And I guess the reason I chose he'd be a bit more cooler than the basic Thermedic healer is because he gets those medkits. I found them rather useful and more effective than the Thermedic Helper, because the Thermedic Helper can be quickly killed by a zombie if you're not careful, by zombies. While this one just deploys medkits around that heal you up to 525 hit points. The overkill from it is nice, and you can just keep driving the ambulance to the zombies over there, same as with Thermedic, so the gameplay there doesn't change. However, I think this is cooler than the basic Thermedic help one. Therefore, I guess I'll place him to the cool spot over here, Cutting Cartridge. Thermedic skin is definitely quite nice. Next we got Collie Guardian. Collie Guardian, you have really done me proud. To make it further than even Lotus Dancer and any other plant over there, Collie Guardian is impressive right now. Really, but Collie Guardian is a starter plant, dear Glory. It doesn't matter if he's a starter plant or not. This plant over here, in the heavens, launches zombies off the map. Something that not even was a dream. This thing is been left with an extremely busted shield ability that if you keep on selecting and selected repeatedly, it launches the zombies in the heavens map off the map. Actually, it does this in any map. It provides so much good value to the point where it puts most of the other horticulture plants to shame. I don't know why it's been left so broken, but I love that about Collie Guardian, which is why I'm placing it so high. Collie Guardian has made a sensation in horticulture along with his shield. It's true, I mostly use him on the only when I get the heavens map, because on the other map he just won't do much. But he is cool, he is so cool to use with his shield, man. Cool Collie Guardian, that's what I'm talking about. But bro, cool power, bro, nice. There you go, Collie Guardian. Thanks to your shield, you've ranked really high. If you had your, you know, yeah, if that got patched, I'm pretty sure he'd go back to the lower spots. But as of now, though, I'm happy to have Collie Guardian over there. As a free starter plant, Collie Guardian ranks the highest. He has accomplished something that many other free play plants over there have failed to accomplish. Collie Guardian is a cool one, very cool. Next to Collie Guardian we got Pump Gunner. He's been ranked a bit more hard than Collie Guardian in the fact that he can deploy those particularly busted Pump Gunner turrets that can push back zombies and zap them at the same time. The zap is actually maybe it doesn't zap, it just pushes them back. But these are quite busted. The monsters will be distracted by those turrets every single time you deploy them around you. They can also get pushed off the map by them turrets. From attacks perspective, it can fire with multiple red bolt projectiles at the zombies, pump gunner projectiles, and a thermogenic ray of some sort that can disintegrate zombies you're shooting at pretty much. It can even handle bosses. Surgeon gets affected by this too. In the Golem 2, it's a match for bosses too. It can put up a nice fight. It's quite balanced, so it's cool plant to use in Horticulture Delan. There you go, Pump Gunner. He's really stepped it up. He has the arsenal by his side though, no joke. Pump Gunner is ranked highly over here. Cool Pump Gunner, cool. Next we got Flying Agaric. Flying Agaric, let's see what can we say. Yes. aerial gameplay is on point. Dropping the agaric bombs over the zombies does a lot of damage to them. Being an aerial plane is able to stay in the air, zombies aren't able to get to it, so its ability to survive is godly as well. It never gets into trouble that often, and it does deal a lot of damage with the agaric bombs. I do appreciate that a lot about this. He has the dive bomb ability as well. You gotta be careful when you use that though, so you don't get yourself killed. It does damage to itself as well, and you do touch the ground when you use that ability. But the bomb support of the agaric is superior from the gameplay perspective, and it gets the job done in any scenario at this point. So flying agaric is performing cool, excellent. I like it. And also heals itself every single time it does damage. Very good. It has some life stealing effects. Next to flying agaric we got the allium high voltage. The osmotic power and the normal allium were placed higher, but the allium archer, the high voltage allium archer, is better than the other two allium archer due to the fact that, like I said, it reloads the second ability quicker, allowing you to fire multiple times. I'm really satisfied with that because the arrows, it allows me to fire lightning arrows more often. Well, I can actually witness it a lot more better too, and it zaps a lot of zombies at the same time. I was able to go quite full beast mode while playing with this thing in lots of scenarios, but it does not let down. You can perform even better than the flying agaric when it does that. It is very nice. Oh, I didn't say anything about the crowberry, did I? Well, the crowberry, same for all of them, I guess. You just deploy it, pushes back zombies and casts some lightning upon them. Not much to say about the crowberry. Very nice. Cool. Gallium high voltage. Cool. Next to the high voltage gallium archer we got stupid nose again, man, I swear. Well, forget it, I apologize, my nose is like that. What can you do? Hope I won't be too gross during this video. Next to allium high voltage we have a crystal flower. Crystal flower ranked higher than allium high voltage. We don't count the fact that it doesn't have an attack tool right now, though I did count that on the damage list. It needs to have an attack tool, but yet it doesn't. It is a speed plant, it gives speed to the other plants. It has the car that it can drive over the horticulture monster and give speed to allies that touch your circle around the Lamborghini. It deploys the shining gem. That one explodes after some time, and it can kill any zombie that is around the shining gem pretty much. So the shining gem's explosion is quite powerful. It still has the cameras, and well, not much to say about it. Popular horticulture plant over here, crystal flower, and it gives speed to every single ally, and I love her for speeds. Drive fast and furious as well. Now it's just perfect. Yeah, quite the crystal flower we've been looking forward to have, obviously. It no longer has that busted circle that used to push all the zombies off the map, because if it did, it would have been placed even higher right now. It's still placed really high right now from what you can see over here, so it made it quite big. I love the crystal flower gameplay, so it's cool. We're placed over there. As you can see, she's like next to Electros. After crystal flower, let's just see. Yeah, crystal flower is a sensation, what can I say too. And we got Electros after crystal flower. This is the basic Electros. However, the high voltage and the the ultraviolet electro rose have been placed on the very epic spots. They've been placed even higher. This one is still remained on the cool spots because it's the basic electro rose. So I thought I might not place this one even higher. As far as the damage output goes, Electros steps up the highest damage output of most of the other plants here. It defies most of them, but is really powerful. Electros cool all day to play as. It teleports, though I got used to the gameplay of the teleporting. The speed of Electros is obviously trash because you can't move at all. So speed, though I've learned how to play it even while teleporting like that all the time. It's obviously, we can exclude that because I got used to the gameplay. I know how to play it. I learned how to play it even if it moves that slow. So since it's this full beast mode, it gets a lot of points in ranking over here. Very cool to play as. Cudgel Blitz decimates everything. The Tri Zap summons the rose around you that can also help zapping zombies. You do have to mash the first ability quite a lot in order to do damage to most zombies, so if you're not good with that, you might struggle using the Electros. You're not gonna find it as good to use. But since I pressed it this high, it's because I kinda mastered it, so I know how to use it in overpowered ways. Next to Electros, we got Blooming Cosmo and Mystic Comet. They rank higher than the basic Electros. The star ability about Blooming Cosmo is the best thing because it hits a lot of damage. You can nearly insta-kill bosses at this point too. It is nice. Both Blooming Cosmo and Mystic Comet are able to do that. The sleep ability with the mist puts a lot of zombies to sleep. It affects the entire area you shoot at over there and lots of zombies can get put to sleep. The first ability sucks. It reloads hard and I'm not liking the first ability much. The third ability is good. Obviously the third ability is what puts Blooming Cosmo and Mystic Comet this high on the list. It is spammable and it can fly and it is able to survive all day at this point. So Mystic Comet and Blooming Cosmo is a formidable plant for here in Horticulture Blood. Vex is ranked extremely high over here on the list. Cool. So very satisfied with the Blooming Cosmo, what can I say? Can honestly be made a bit more bros busted than that, and you could make it even higher at this point if it's made more busted. The balancing has been done to it, so it won't go higher than this. Let's see. Next to Mystic Comet and Blooming Cosmo, we got, surprisingly, Lily of the Valley. But maybe it's not so surprising. I mean, the ghosts I summon around me, like I told you, they seek out multiple zombies, so she seems to be quite frankly and the best summoner in the game at this point with the damage perspective. The ghosts get the job done. They are reliable, and I do like how this has been stepped up with the gameplay. All you do is summon ghosts all the time, but the ghosts are really reliable. What else can I say? They go seek out the zombies. Three type of ghosts: one that heals you, one that burns them, explodes, ghosts of offense, big ghosts. All of them provide a lot of value to the Horticulture Run. So Lily of the Valley gameplay is on point. She ranks close to Valerian at this point, though it's a bit more far away from Valerian because it does not dish out the damage. It's a summoner. Very cool Lily of the Valley. It even beat Blooming Cosmo and Mystic Comet at this point. Next to Lily of the Valley we got Milk Rose. And Milk Rose higher than okay, look at, yeah, Lily of the Valley here. I didn't just place it there randomly. I thought about it, but for the most part I did put them how I thought I should. Right. So the Milk Rose, like Holy Guardian, I do appreciate the Busty Shield technique that launches the zombies off the map. Of course I have to play it this high because it's really cool. Butter ability, well, not, you butter them, but, okay, I placed it just for the shield ability, but whatever, the butter is nice, butters a lot of zombies. It's really speedy. The speediest horticulture plan we got is Milk Rose here. So, ranks are really high from that. Can overheal itself with the strawberry cakes and other plants around you as well. Damage is not the most reliable, obviously. We can't ever say that. But it's a really cool plant to use, regardless. And the shield can be reliable all the times there. The fact that it could even complete lots of ways on its own, especially when you're in the Heavens map, it's also impressive. Of course, if you weren't on that map though, Milk Rose will not shine as much because it's a support plant by the end of the day. But very cool though, and she can transform into 3 different varieties, so that's also cool about Milk Rose. Next to Milk Rose we got Wire Bramble. Still has the epic ability to discharge himself. If you walk into the water zombie, you can even glitch your speed, so you can end up being fast with the Wire Bramble. The main ability is, well, you walk into them and you can keep using that while you wait for the second tool to recharge. The discharge is the most spammable one and does a lot of damage to everyone around you. You have to be close to them because its spread is not very reliable. If you're not close to the zombies, it doesn't hit maximum damage. But it's very reliable. Goes full beast mode on the list here, and so it's cool. He got already on the first line there, so he's making it really high. The Wire Bramble traps, it lives on the ground. That can get zombies completely stuck, and it even has the ability to make them stuck permanently. They can't even move anymore from Wire Bramble. The Wire Bramble just permanently stuck the horticulture monster. They can't even move. So that's broken, really broken. Being one of the only plants that can do that here in mostly. Wire Bramble is really stepping it up nicely. The fact that he's been nerfed, this would have been placed even higher. The nerf happened, however, the discharge is now less damaging, and so it cannot be placed higher anymore. This would probably make it on level with Swift Cacao at this point if it was still that busted, but not the case. Replacing it over there. Next to Wire Bramble, we got surprisingly the Stormangos. The reason they got placed a bit more high is because their electricity goes even quicker. I mean, all of their moves are practically electrical moves. The electrical plants seem to have all performed excellently. There's not a single electrical plant that has disappointed me in Horticulture a lot, so they were all cool in my book over here. I like them. Stormango, the electricity is really overpowered most of the cases. Stormango High Voltage and Stormango Ultraviolet, Stormango, all the Stormangos are placed next to each other here. The best of those Stormangos is obviously the Stormango Ultraviolet for the fact that it hits even more damage. The High Voltage one attacks even quicker, which is also nice. Yeah, those I can't complain the 3 Stormangos because they're all excellent. On the damage output can be quite high. You can perform on high difficulties too. The Storm Cloud gets the 6 zombies out nicely. He has quite some offensive built into him, so he makes it really high over here. I'm surprised if he's even able to like outshine Wire Bramble at this point. No way. The lightning attacks for Stormango makes it really worth playing as. I love it. The high jump is high jumping too. It's quite agile. The horticulture monsters usually won't be able to get it quite easily. Of course, it's still a not the strongest plant, but to play as, it really is cool to play as this. You get skins as well, so Yeah, Starmango has been worked to quite some nice electrifying perfection, let's just say. He has that spark to him, which is why I placed him this high over here. Good job for the Starmango family over here, it's really stepping up in the horticulture. No jokes. Next to the 3 Starmangos we have the melon fruit launcher, the grapefruit launcher. As you can see over here on the list, it's been placed much lower than the melon fruit launcher. The fact that the melon fruit launcher has more ammo and is more damaging overall than the grapefruit launcher. Grapefruit launcher made it to the cool segment, while the melon fruit launcher is still the very epic one. The grapefruit launcher is one of the high damaging plants, really high damage, and can get down multiple zombies. It's really full beast mode. None of the plants that are ranked lower than grapefruit launcher are able to do what he can do. He is able to decimate anything in his sight pretty much, so he is a force to be reckoned with at this point. The grapefruit launcher clearly has no business at being the best. Though he is sluggish, he's absolutely good at decimating the zombies. He gets placed really high over there. Respect. Grapefruit launcher, that's what I'm talking about. Cool all day. Always, whatever full beast mode plan I'm picking, get random choose grapefruit launcher, really happy, satisfied. Next to grapefruit launcher we got, surprisingly, Bloody Hidnalum. I've been playing with Bloody Hidnalum quite a bit. I worked out that his ability to heal himself every single time he goes to the zombies is quite godly. He's able to survive lots from it. He's able to get the job done in most scenarios. He struggles at high difficulties, but the fact that this is all he does, it is a bit lame and cool at the same time. So I find that both ways pretty much. It depends. He struggles at dealing with the boss. All he can do is just he's bloody by nature and clearly survives a lot. This thing has been blessed with something that most other horticulture plants have not been blessed with. That is the ability of healing itself endlessly with its attacks. Pretty much. It does quite some damage when you snatch the zombies with this as well. If you got this plant on Halloween, then you'll be proud, because this is a very cool plant to play as. Really cool. Has the ability that liquidify him and allows him to move quicker as well. You gotta get close to the zombies at all the times though. What can I say? It's really godly. It has some thing to it, no joke. And maybe a little bit more higher than grapefruit launcher from that perspective. Or probably not. Probably we could play a bit more. Yeah, probably we could place this a bit more lower than the grapefruit launcher. How I did. But anyways, now I really like that. Very cool, Bloody Hidnalum. Got some nice gameplay over there. We're not saying it can't be even better than that, but it is ranked very coolly over here on my list. So he's made it. Alright, very nice, the Bloody Hidnalum over here. Ah. Bloody time indeed. After Bloody Hidnalum we got Hyacinth. Hyacinth, obviously better than Bloody Hidnalum, and most other plants are. Hyacinth is able to do a lot of damage to the water. Certain scenario hits a bit less damage than the melon fruit launcher, but it's been placed higher than the melon fruit launcher. The fact that it moves quicker, does some bubbles, fires water non-stop. The watery attacks of Hyacinth are, well, she's good at throwing water attacks, so that's all she does. Chief. Yeah. We can place the Hyacinth this high since it has proven capable of doing most of the damage. He probably will still struggle at higher difficulties, but if you want, we could place it a bit more higher than a bit more lower than grapefruit launcher. But there we go. Let's let him higher at this point. Doesn't matter, let grapefruit launcher over there. He's slow anyways. Hyacinth is faster and fires a lot of water projectiles. It's quite reliable, so I believe you won't be let down by Hyacinth most of the times. There you go. Hyacinth's really high over here on the list. She's on the 5th spot over here on the cool tier. Good. So I like to see from here, see if all the battle attacks that she pulls up on the zombies and they end up connecting really good. The projectile mixing also happens though, so if he's paired up with other pants, it might actually cancels your attack. That one is not always good. Cool. Next to Hyacinth we got, well, the one and only unmistakably Jasmine and Witchflower Jasmine. Witchflower Jasmine being even better than the basic Jasmine, obviously, because it has the fire RPG and the electric airstrike. The Jasmine are both having the Jasmine, but what I don't like about the Jasmine, they would have been placed on a very epic spot if their Jasmine would reload faster. It reloads slow on the Jasmine, and you might not even be able to do it if you end up dying too quick. The Jasmine is quite disappointing because it reloads slow. I know it's been like this so people don't get annoyed. Oh, look how much lag Jasmine is creating with the 4th ability, but no. Ever since that changed, and I honestly would love to have more speed when I'm playing with Jasmine, because Jasmine moves slow, very slow. However, I will forgive this couple of things over here I don't like, because the amount of damage it hits with the explosives is which you want this pen for over here is very reliable. The airstrike and mops the floor with all of the zombies in the area instantly. So yeah, you never let down to that. It definitely is good at mopping the floor with multiple zombies at the same time. Therefore they're placed on the 3rd spot over here. Witchflower Jasmine 3rd spot, Jasmine 4th spot. Really the stuff of wait, we get quite a lot of magical ones out of this one. Yeah. It hits heavy damage, that's for sure. The Jasmines, Witchflower Jasmine, they excel at hitting extremely high damage. So cool. They perform a lot of cool value, have cool damn, I just don't know what else to say. The splash damage is probably the coolest about the Jasmines. The best. He knows how to mop the floor with the monsters, that's for sure. Maybe it doesn't always hit the insta-kill damage it needs. On higher difficulties it might start struggling, obviously. But it will be over here when it comes up to the cool experiences. The Jasmine gotta be placed this high because they still dish out most damage out of all. Really cool Jasmines? That's where you're at? Alright! Great! Crazy! Witchflower Jasmine, yeah! 2nd spot over here. How did you make it over this? Okay. I guess I saw... yeah, because the cool perspective. This isn't the damage tier list. Yeah. Spider Lotus gameplay is extremely cool. Probably some of the coolest ones I've seen in Horticulture done in a while at this point. Even cooler than Jasmine and Witchflower Jasmine. Has the ability to jump 10 times. If it was up to me, I'd make this have unlimited jumps, because you might as well. It can already jump 10 times, so why not go unlimited amount of times? The spider lady jumps so many times, deploys so many tiny spiders, the cobwebs that get stuck a lot of zombies into it. So its gameplay is very cool. Though the spiders dish out some small damage to the monsters. This over here is godly. It survives anything. It doesn't even look like anyone ever targets the Spider Lotus itself, because it just it jumps around Horticulture monsters endlessly. It's like Spider-Man at this point. He can definitely do what Spider-Man can do. I mean, if this definitely was supposed to be Spider-Man inspired, this Horticulture pen was definitely Spider-Man inspired. I'm really satisfied with the Spider Lotus. I find the gameplay really cool with it. It was so cool sometimes to the point where I couldn't hold myself to play a lot with it, so I did. The Spider Lotus gameplay goes to some really cool extents. I love it. Alright, the Spider Lotus. We jumped on 2nd place with the Spider Lotus on the cool segment over here. 9 out of 10. Really good. Let's move on to the Liliac. Liliac is in the 1st place when it comes up to the cool plants. And what's more cool than hitting insta-kill damage with the shurikens? Literally nothing else is more cooler than that, so the coolest at this point. It goes to the Liliac. Cool. So Liliac's first place, obviously. Instakill shurikens. All you need. Gets the kunai. Ability to make him fall asleep as well. But it's perfect. The ability to make zombies fall asleep is like similar to Blooming Cosmos. It leads you to death as well, but it's the smoke bombs, obviously. Now then, and should be it for the cool segment. Now we're moving on to the best ones. From here on now, we're only moving on to the coolest of all plants. Now, these were the cool ones. Now let's move on to the ones that are full beast mode. My favorite ones, obviously. The very epic segment. These are the plants, the horticulture plants that are most epic to play as. Like, dude, they are so epic that when you start playing with them, you'll notice, dude, that much damage. Ooh, it's so epic. Look at this thing. No other horticulture plants can do what these ones can. The very epic ones, indeed. On the last place over here, we have Phoenix Flower. The way it can breathe to flame the zombies. Goodness, the Phoenix Flower has really made sensation in horticulture. I find this, it can even survive up to 20 waves straight. They have good on any difficulty. Phoenix Flower doesn't mess around, it burns everything. You guys know it's like, and they all start burning. It's a sight for sore eyes with the Phoenix Flower gameplay over here. I absolutely love it. Very epic gameplay with the Phoenix Flower, and very epic. Man, it's oh man, it's just the best, right? Nothing ever gets the gameplay done a lot more better than that over there, and I have a lot of respect for that gameplay. The ability to fly away from the zombies, very maneuverable, and damn, it really does get the job done in all the instances, doesn't it? It's perfect. You can end up instantly searching the golems. Well, that's a bit more harder. And definitely the Night Raven is better than the Phoenix Flower, because the Night Raven is far more damaging. So that's like an even more broken version of Phoenix Flower. The Phoenix Flower will be ranked over here a bit at the bottom on the very epic list here. Next to Phoenix Flower will be Melon Fruit Launcher. You all know how much I love the Melon Fruit Launcher. Goodness gracious, it blew up in horticulture the land as soon as I started playing with it. Even when I used to have some glitched speed with it back in the days. This thing is amazing. You can't top this. It just dishes out the most epic set of moments you could ever see. It splashes the everlasting essence out of all the monsters in horticulture done. You can't possibly tell me that this isn't very epic, because it is. Melon Fruit Launcher is very epic to play as usual. What's not very epic about it is he moves slow and he jumps badly. But that's to be expecting from a sluggish plant. However, that damage is legendary. Very epic. My son, Melon Fruit Launcher for life. Literally. Very epic. Surprisingly enough, we got Electro's High Voltage and Electro's Ultraviolet over here, which somehow ended up being even more cooler than Melon Fruit Launcher at this point. I'm not sure how that happened, but look! We did! Well, maybe not, maybe I could place them lower than Melon Fruit Launcher be on third, but I did that because maybe I thought they might have an edge over the Melon Fruit Launcher. The ability to zap them many times in a row with the Kaja Bliss too, it's really... Yeah, alright, I'll place Melon Fruit Launcher a bit more higher than the Electrosis, but yes, okay, you got this, but still very epic to play with these two Electroses over here. I do love zapping my zombies over there with those two Electroses, just so to perfection at this point. Electros is the best zapping plant in the whole horticulture plant at this point. There's nothing that Electros does not zap, it zaps the living essence out of everything, it's perfect. Best electric plant, Electros. And a very epic one as well. It's perfect. Yeah, the electro-roses do not disappoint. I'm really satisfied. That is the sort of thing I'm talking about again. Really, really good. Ooh, now guess we are on the second spot. On the second spot in a very epic segment over here we have the one and only most bloody plant out of all. Devilish Valerian. Valerian is placed second. Why now on the very epic ones? He kills everything around himself pretty much. His gameplay is very epic. What I find a bit more annoying is the fact that he keeps losing HP every single time he attacks, so it can be really hard to survive with him. This plan, however, has no business. It destroys everything, and on the highest of all difficulties you can keep regenerating your HP over and over again, so it barely ever dies. The sacrifice, you can sacrifice your... You can use the sacrifice ability to kill everything around you, including bosses, instantly, without even dying. And that is, I give even more points for that. The very epic whole day. There's nothing more epic than what Valerian does over here, honestly. But I would appreciate, man, if this plan had no ability to even do damage to itself. Would have been placing this 10 up on the legendary spots. Well, there you go. This is the general tier list, so Valerian goes quite over there. Really extremely highest than most of the other plants, even that melon fruit launcher. Still nothing can compete to him when he comes up to this. Now in the first part over here we got Shinobi Liliac. This being the upgraded version of the normal Liliac, there's no surprise that this makes it this far. It insta kills everything it fires shuriken at, including normal zombies. But you can even say that the Deadly Kunai, when you have zombies gathered up, kills all the zombies in the same spot. It pierces through everything. So the Shinobi Liliac quite is the most talented horticulture drum plan over here at this point. Very extremely epic to play as. On the first place goes to it pretty much, while Devilish Valerian goes second place. Very good with the Shinobi Liliac. Shinobi Liliac will do you proud for centuries. Well, there you go. Let's move on to the second bracket over here. These are the plans I consider addicting to play as, though I probably find this for most plans. But this is the ones I found most addicting. When I was playing with them, I just couldn't stop playing, because I was too addicted to playing with them. I think it was Current Sentry. I wasn't so sure about the Current Sentry, but I think it was most addicting for me. I could fire, so I find that extremely addicting. Very addicting Current Sentry over here. I could find this even more addicting than Shinobi Liliac gameplay or any other gameplay, as a matter of fact. The Current Sentry has a lot of satisfying attacks, so it's addicting to play as. On the second spot we got the Sporty Tangerine. I nearly gave this thing the first place. I played so much with this I couldn't stop playing with it. The slapping gameplay of the racket, the launching of the oranges, the overkill, it was just so satisfying to me. It was addicting. This might not be the most full beast mode plant alive, but dude, the gameplay was just so addicting that I had to press it this high on the general tier list. It was too addicting to play as. I was so addicted to play with this, I couldn't play. I played for several hours straight with Sporty Tangerine. I was just gonna move on to the next plant. No, I kept playing with Sporty Tangerine. Yeah, I'm addicted to Sporty Tangerine gameplay apparently. Very addictive gameplay she has, I'm telling you. She's been blessed. And the high jump and dude, it really is reaching for the moon. Perfect. Wow, I love to see over there that kind of addicting gameplay that you can't stop playing with a plant. Like Sporty Tangerine really does have at this point. Now, the most addicting one out of all goes to the one and only Costume of Phoenix Flower, Night Raven. The Night Raven is so damn amazing that I placed it on the first place on the addicting list. 20 waves straight, it has no business, it survives everything. The dark flames hit a lot more harder and a lot more damaging than the red flames. And I'm so impressed about the the Night Raven, that I just cannot. I'm obsessed with playing with it pretty much. Whenever I get it randomly chosen, I'm like, I have got the best experience with this every single time, bro. Addicting. The Night Raven gameplay is on a whole new level of addiction over here, I'm just telling you. It's too perfect. You can fly, it's very maneuverable, it has CPU power, gameplay material, any sort of day. It's perfect. Now then, this were the... only have 3 of them. The addicting bracket, though, there could be other plans that qualify here too. They didn't qualify because they weren't the most addicting to play as. These 3 over here were the most addicting to play as. It doesn't matter how full beast mode some plants are. I found these 3 over here to be the most addicting to play as in general, so that's why I placed these ones over here, over there. Now the best of all brackets, which is the top best of all plants in horticulture the LAN history, most legendary. Guess who we're having? It only goes the top 2. Only the top 2 plants have qualified on this bracket over here. They have to be excellent and excel pretty much at everything in order to be placed on this one, because I wanted to see which horticulture drum plants are able to survive the whole time straight without ever getting involved or ever close to dying whatsoever. And I found out that Swift Cacao and Bucko Patch were the ones to be placed over here. And I know that though, Bucko Patch is the best when it comes up to surviving, and I really feel like this plant deserves all of the credits at this point. Being able to stand at the top of the monsters, not a single one of them being able to damage you whatsoever, it couldn't be more godly than that. He has shown something that many other plants have never shown me in my life. You even thought having a plant that can just stay at the top like is possible, right? You would have to get involved to get into the horticulture monster and attack them, but that one, just the Bucko Patch, does not have to do any of that. He can stay at the top of them and just rain coconuts at them, and they also do a lot of damage, so he has legendary gameplay to him over there. It's incredible, dude, I'm telling you. He gets first place on the legendary list over here. He was more favorite than Swift Cacao at this point from that point of view. Swift Cacao gotta go a bit more tryhard, because you have to go with the slashes. Then you have to do the burst attack, which kills absolutely everything around you. It's been a bit nerfed, but that doesn't ruin it entirely, so it's still legendary Swift Cacao to play as. Swift Cacao is no doubt unmistakably legendary whenever she comes over there with the and slashes to zombie instantly. Still has the bug that gets stuck in the air, so kinda becomes like Bucko Patch at this point, so there's no so that's why I placed them next to each other, because they both become aerial at this point. So there you go, this aerial gameplay, I find it quite legendary. And Swift Cacao's, you know how many gameplays I put into that too. It's a perfect horticulture plant too. Okay, possibly more perfect than that. But there you go. The Bucko Patch seems to be the winner of this tier list over here, due to the fact that he has the best of all survivability of all the horticulture plants we're having here. While, like I said, every other plant has their own advantages and some disadvantages. Of course, the ones I placed on the lame segment were the most disadvantaged. The cool ones were slightly disadvantaged, but were cool and good at the same time. The very epic ones were the most epic ones, addicting, yes, and legendary ones the best ones. There you go. The general tier list concludes at this point, and as you can see, I've ranked them all very nicely over here. So I hope you all appreciated this. We have 2 more tier lists to display. I'm not sure if I'm gonna say as much things as I did on this one here. Maybe, maybe not. I already said most of the things over here. And I'm gonna comment some things on the other tier list as well. Next we move on to the... This is a serious tier list over here compared to the general tier list. This was serious as well, but this is more general tier list. Now we move on to the tier list based on power level. the power level tier list, ranging from very weak, low damage, medium damage, high damage to the insta-kill as well. I treated this one, since it was the main one, I treated this one the most seriously, since the emphasis on damage the most. The plants with the lowest damage will be always ranked lower, while the plants with the higher damage will be always ranked higher. So, let me show you what I have over here. Alright, there it is, the tier list we've all been waiting for. The power-based tier list. CPU power loves power, baby. The more power you give CPU power, the highest he ranks the horticulture plant. Let's do this. Are you ready to see how I've ranked all of these plants? Are you excited? Well then, let's start. This is a power level list, baby, so I'm expecting to see the highest level power. All of our plants that fail to meet this requirement will be placed extremely low. I won't have any mercy, because this is all about power over here on this tier list. We need power. We are expecting power. We desire. We deserve power. So let's get the most powerful plants placed in the highest way possible. Let's do it. Oh baby, I'm all into it. Starting off with my least favorite bracket. The bracket that contains the most powerless and unfortunate of all plants. The very weak plants. These are the most pathetic plants in the world history of horticulture. Now from damage perspective, oh man, they're so unfortunate. They can't hit any damage. They are so frail and innocent. They weren't cut off for the monster killing job at all. Last place goes to Generous Charity. I'm not sure, Generous Charity, what you think you're pulling. But you are last place. You can't do any damage. You don't have any damage to you. You did nothing. What do you think I'm gonna do to the horticulture monster? You think I'm gonna go Generous Charity upon them and give them the monsters coins? Is that what I'm gonna do? So clearly, as you can see, Generous Charity is useless. Doesn't do any damage. It's just for giving coins and nothing else. My man, this is a damage competition. You ain't doing any damage. Last place over there. There you go. Next to Generous Charity, we got obviously something that is worse than puppies, with no surprise, like on the previous tier list. Hedgehog, once again, on the last place. And it's making me allergic as well. Hedgehog. Just, what's up? No attacks, nothing. Just some cute little bushy traps that are meant to just suckle some zombies in and nothing else. That's all. Very weak. Boo! I don't see enough power over there, Hedgehog. What is that? Are you just playing around with me? You did bad on the general tier list, and now you're gonna do bad on the power tier list as well? I'm disappointing, Hedgehog. I'm very disappointed. Leave me alone, I'm disappointed. Next we got Singer Puppy and the bush and the trap walls. We're building a house or something. I've already seen you build some nice little houses on the server, but I fail to see how that helps me pull off any damage with you. Next to Hedgehog we have Puppy. 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 Hey, look at me. You seem a bit lost in the time-space continuum over there. Is everything okay in your life, Puppy? Yes? But then why are you not able to pull off any damage, Puppy? Because you're a healer? Oh, that's a poor excuse right now, isn't it? I could say the same about Lovely Lavender. Why aren't you able to put off any damage, Lovely Lavender? Is this how you want to kill horticulture monsters? Sorry to say this. You weren't cut off for the damage job over here. I'm gonna give you a bit of a dislike over here because you're very weak. You don't come up packed with that CPU power that I'm expecting to see, my Lovely Lavender. I'm sorry. This isn't the tier list for you. I mean, it is. But You can't rank higher than this. We would love to hear more damage from you. Well, that's what happens. Next level 11 we got Catnip. Catnip. Wow, meow! You are not meowing a lot of damage there, are you? Catnip. You're not good at horticulture. You're just not. I fail to see why my gameplay with you can't be satisfying. Oh, obviously because you can't hit the damage. You can't do anything. You're powerless. Utterly powerless. I'm sorry. You get defeated. You slack off too much. I feel like if you need a day off, it would just take the day off instantly. Catnip in a nutshell. Next to Catnip we get Dozing Daisy. He has a nice high jump, but unfortunately he's just powerless. Dozing Daisy, you too, my dear. You just don't do any damage. You're very weak. We get it. You're very funny looking. You sleep all of the time. But this is no excuse. I can't forgive the fact that you're not hitting damage. I'm sorry. You're very weak. Next to Dozing Daisy we got Snow Cone. Snow Cone compared to Camp Cone, you let me down. Your icicles miss the zombie, they don't even hit properly. Your ice circle slows down, but like it deflects projectiles at the same time. I'm not sure why it was built so badly. Snow Cone, no! That is bad, you're very weak. It is alarmingly weak at this point. No, Next, we got Enchanterelle and Pink Enchanterelle. I mean, you're cute. Sexy, but it's not doing anything. You think we're just playing with some toys over here? Where is the damage, Pink Enchanterelle and Enchanterelle? Where is the damage? It was very weak, I'm sorry. Without some projectile mixing, you're unable to hit any damage. What is the meaning of that? It's very weak, man. Very weak. Next we got Angel Trumpet. Again Angel Trumpet. Where's the damage? Fritz, 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 and no damage? Just a bit, and most knockback you've ever seen? But damage just doesn't exist. Angel Trumpet. No. You might be the best band at giving speed, but you certainly aren't the best at damaging. You're very weak. Poor Angel Trumpet. I feel sorry for him. He could have been placed even higher if he had been given more damage. But at least we know that he's a support plant. And he's supporting us very good with the speed. So that's what I respect. Next to Angel Trumpet we got Stellar Shroom. Stellar Shroom, you still aren't able to put it at all, are you? I get that you're able to half the Golem's HP bar and Surgeon's HP bar, make zombies weaker. Why is my soundtrack glitching out like this? Right. Stellar Shroom. I need more damage from you, Stellar Shroom. Those cheap little projectile thingies are not doing it for me. You know it. You can move fast with your star ability, and you can also crush some zombies with your star ability. But okay, how my soundtrack is not too loud? Is my soundtrack loud? Oh, maybe what can you do? So yeah, Stellar Shroom. Lovely, you know, he can pull up some support tricks over there, but like again, from the damage perspective, he's a very weak plant. He is. Next to Stellar Shroom, we got Buddha's Hand. Still not having it. Buddha's Hand is not stepping up to any of my expectations. It's really weak damage. Doesn't have any attacks that can get the job done practically. Sorry, Buddha's Hand. The Buddha's Hand is clearly not the strongest hand. It's a very weak one. Mantis Orchid and Ghostly Orchid, you too are very weak. Frail. Compared to the previous Dawn version, when we used to have Swordsmaster Orchid, that still remains to be the most full Bismal plant I've ever seen in terms of, well, Mantis Orchids. Orchids. These orchids over here are just not good enough. They're bad. I so wish Swordsmaster Orchid would return to Horticulture. It could place Mantis Orchid and Ghostly Orchid, both of these, to shame, easily. Would maybe even be to insta-killing spots at this point. But no, Mantis Orchid, Ghostly Orchid, they're just having no business whatsoever. They're just sucking all day. Sorry, man. You need to take some lessons from the Swordsmaster Orchids. You just are very weak at this point. I'm disappointed. Next to Mantis Orchid and Ghostly Orchid, we got Snowflake. Snowflake, my dear, did you really thought those cute little ice attacks are gonna do you any justice? You're weak. Far too innocent. The horticulture monster jumps around you and you can't get them. What are you doing? This ain't no way to go about it. You're displaying poor strength. Therefore I have to put you low. No, it's not good. Very weak, my dear. Very weak. Oh, hurts your feelings, doesn't it? Damn. Kali Guardian, you too. You might have that very busted shield ability that can launch zombies out of the map. But this ain't gonna save you forever, Kali Guardian. You're still a weak plant by the end of the day. You're unable to do any damage to slaps, to you, whatever that is. You can't pull off like that. No competition, Kali Guardian. I still love your shield though. I'll give you that. The shield, but the shield doesn't do damage. It just launches zombies away and gets them lost into space. It's all about damage here, Kali Guardian, and you're not doing damage well enough. Sorry. On the 4th place here we got Fairy Tulip. Fairy Tulip. I'm once again disappointed. Maybe you ranked higher than most of the plants I placed below you, but you're not good. You are so not good. You need better attacks. You're still far too frail. You're smiling a lot. Cute. You've barely been made for killing stuff whatsoever. You're not very into killing stuff much. You're very weak, Fairy Tulip. You need to learn from Fairy Tulip how to defend yourself, my Fairy Tulip, because you haven't learned that well enough already. You're powerless. You know, true Fairy Tulip wants to see strong Fairy Tulips, and you're not displaying much strength right now. Damn! Damn! Unfortunate, guys, unfortunate. I'm very unfortunate. On the 3rd place over here we got Marimo. You had something going for you there, Marimo. Your clones, maybe they could have ended up being full Bismuth if it wasn't so nerfed to the point of no return, no? You were balanced way too hard. It was not a good deal. And therefore you had very weak damage output into you. What is that supposed to be? Very weak means literally no damage compared to the low damage. So, yeah, you're very weak, Marimo. I'm sorry. You keep sacrificing HP all the time as well. Those clones aren't good. Marimo, you failed, Marimo. You failed again. Damn. On second place and first place. Second place Windbin, first place Mapulrela. Place right next to each other just to make sure that I showcase how very weak the wind element damage in this game is. God, I'm sorry, but I really don't like the wind damage whatsoever. It's weak. It does weaker damage than the strawberry does. What the okay, damn, you need to get buffed, both of you. Windbin, Mapulrela, buff. Get buffed. Do more damage. For the love of me, you are very weak. I do not like that. I don't. I'm playing with you. You look nice, cool to play, but dude, where is the damage? I keep desperately looking for that damage where I can kill multiple zombies at the same time, and you're not doing it. Sorry, Windbin and Mapulrela, you just need to step up your gameplay if you wanna win on this damage race. This is very underrated. You doing low damage is just not good. Please, you know what CPU power wants? We need more damage on Mapulrela and Windbin. I can't even call this balancing at this point. They were unfortunate, to be honest. Both of them have sad expressions on their face. Just give them more power. They're asking for it. Why are they so low on the damage, man? Unfortunate. You ranked the highest over here too, but you still weren't able to break out of the very weak segment. You're still stuck over there. Damn! First place and second place. I so would have wished to place you at least on low damage, but I can't. I don't see much damage at all. You're very weak. Even Artichoke Artillery did more damage than you. What are you doing? Nope. I ain't having any Mapulrela and Windbin. If you wanna impress CPU power from the damage perspective, then you'll have to do so. That's where they're placed over here on this tier list. As you can see, compared to the general tier list, where Mapulrela was placed a bit more higher, now it gets placed as low as Windbin does from the damage perspective, because I'm just not satisfied on the damage perspective with these two plans. Maybe slightly, but it's not enough to get you higher. Sorry. I am sorry. I'm waiting the day you get buffed, and I promise you Mapulrela and Windbin are gonna be growing a lot more stronger on the damage here. Till then, that's where they qualified. You guys disagree with me? Hopefully not, because I try my hardest to place them where I think that go best. I played with the Metro, so I saw they didn't really perform that good. From the survivability perspective, they're good at surviving, but they are very weak from the damage perspective, so they get placed over there. Let's move on to the tier 4 low damage plans. These are the plans that can put up some damage, though it is low damage for the most part. Not the best damage. Low damage always kinda sucks, but at least it's better compared than the very weak ones. The very weak ones are kinda unacceptable damage, just saying. So I hope all of these plans that I put on the very weak spot will get buffed, because if not, most likely they'll stay over there. But there's no problem. Is there? I mean, some plants have to be there, so this was the plants I chose to have on that spot. Let's see, low damage. On the last place we got Artillery Artichoke. I'm sorry, but say this way, you are worse than Strawberry from the damage output perspective. I could have swear I saw the Strawberry do a lot more damage than the Artichoke Artillery. He tried though, but the Artichokes might not be hitting as hard as the Strawberries by the end of the day. The Strawberries hit a bit more harder. Yeah, I really do like the strawberry essence there. Very good. Siege Shooter ranks higher than the strawberries. Yep. Shoots nicely, I guess, but still does low damage. Camp Cone. You outshined your brother Snow Cone, and that I am happy, because you managed to step up higher than he did. Therefore you qualified a bit higher, at least on the low damage spot. Congratulations for that, Camp Cone. Though you're still not the best, you outshined your brother at least, so that's quite something. After Camp Cone we got Glow Shroom. Glow Shroom is incredibly low damage. You'll never make it higher than that. At least the giant Glow Shroom and the tiny ones do some damage as well. But most of the time you'll fail the wave if you try to solo all the zombies with this thing, because it's low damage. Boxing Beetroot. Like again, you can't call these punches that broken because they're not. So therefore Boxing Beetroot also hits a lot of low damage with his punches. Very low damage. And he goes down in an instant if he goes into overpowered zombies. Dandelion is placed a bit more higher than Boxing Beetroot because he bites pretty hard, but he also dies pretty hard because he's rather foolish. He's a bit thick, but he's just foolish. Yeah. And his lionesses go over there, shove their faces into some zombies. Okay. Same thing with Dandelion like usual. Still, I guess I can't place this on the med damage yet, as the bites seem to just not have much of a force to them on higher difficulties. So to me it still hits low damage. And yeah, like I said, the HP is not the durable. But now we're talking most about damage language over here. Duckweed ranked a bit more higher than Dandelion. His water projectiles do quite some damage, it was nice. These little ducklings attack zombies quite nicely as well. Overall though, the Duckweed is still low damage. Singer Puppy, once again Singer Puppy, you're low damage. You sing lots of musical notes, which is nice, but they all do low damage. You can't kill many horticulture monsters by hitting low damage on them. You have to try hard. Sorry, it's just, you go on the low damage like usual. You're more of a support, so low damage, that's what you get. Next to Singer Puppy we got Succumb Spore, which could be a bit more better from damage perspective. But it's hard to ever hit zombies with you playing with this thing though, so and when you hit them it does hit low damage. The helpers just don't do enough damage either. They can rest in peace rather short. So we ain't much things from Succumb Spore. Because at this point he's even very weak. But I managed to put him on the low damage one, not a very weak one. That's where he stands at. Crystal Flower, my dear, you were lucky that you had your car, because without it you would have been placed in a very weak spots right now, because you don't actually do damage. You have no attack tool. Your only attack tool is the car itself that can give speed to other allies. You can drive into the horticulture monsters with your car and crush them. And the shining gem that explodes and do a lot of damage when the zombies are attacking your gem, and well, they seem to be distracted by the gem and it explodes and do a lot of damage to them. But it also takes a lot of time for it to recharge back, so I can use it again. Maybe we could shorten the cooldown for the gem, and this thing will be a lot more higher placed on the list than that. But nonetheless, it's just a support plan, mostly unable to hit much damage, so low damage for me over here. Crystal Flower is on low damage spots. Next to Crystal Flower we got once again Bouncy Tomato, which seems to be incredibly low on the damage. If the bounces were buffed to do even more damage, I think we could place that as a medium damage and high damage. That's not the case though, however, it goes on the low damage. It can crush zombies. To the most basic ones, it seems to be able to get them done instantly. It's still low damage. You won't be handling a lot of monsters with this thing. Keep bouncing your hardest. Are the bounces really that damaging? Maybe not. Next to bounce we got Milk Rose. I do love the milk projectile. I think it does some damage. Butter, no. That it's all low damage obviously, so Milk Rose cannot go higher than this from the damage perspective. Never the case. Her shield is busted and she can launch zombies off the map in the heavens on high difficulty, same like with Kali Guardian, but there is no damage to it. There is very low. Most of the times you just fail the wave because of the inability to hit damage while you're playing with Milk Rose. So Milk Rose, low damage dear. Gallant Carrot, which has been placed higher than Milk Rose. Gallant Carrot is hitting damage, but to an extent. She's unable to break out from the balance boundaries that she's been placed under, so she hits an incredibly low damage on the zombie as well. All three of her attacks seem to be quite ineffective against many horticulture monsters, and she can end up dying way too quick on high difficulties. She is no match. She just hits a lot of low damage. Low damage, lot of low damage. Sorry, Gallant Carrot. I'm expecting to see more damage from me if you want to be placed higher. Next we got Spirit Defilea. Same as with Gallant Carrot, once again placed next to each other. They both hit low damage, both of them. I'm not sure which one of them hits lower. Maybe Gallant Carrot hits, well, since I play Spirit Defilea higher, I think Gallant Carrot hits a bit more lower than Spirit Defilea. Spirit Defilea tries to hit a lot of damage with her spear, but damn, she fails to do that as well, I swear down. She's also hitting low damage on the horticulture monster. And with low damage, you can't quite do anything. That's where she gets placed. Next we got Thermedic and Cutting Cartridge, which are placed right next to each other this time around. They both do the same damage. They can crush zombies with their ambulance. I find it a bit more useful than Crystal Flower because the ambulance also heals you, so it keeps you alive at all times pretty much. It's a pretty undying plant for something that doesn't like hit that much damage. It's quite decent, though Thermedics always hit low damage, keep that in mind. Low damage as usual. Wildflower, your damage would normally be considered medium. However, due to the fact that I barely get to see any of it and you tend to overburn yourself way too quick, I placed you on low damage. Yeah, sorry. That's just where you qualified. You could hit some medium damage certain spot, but no, I feel like it's definitely still low damage by the end of the day. Wildflower is quite low on the damage, despite the fact that she can burn lots of zombies. Poison Peony, you too. Your poison does low damage, and it's not enough to get the job done for so many horticulture monsters. On high difficulties, she struggles. She is unable to deal with the monsters the way she should be able to. Sadly, the power she should have lacks. So low damage. Butterfly Pea, you're second place over there. However, the damage is for you too is quite low. You can hit damage, more damage than how you were at first, which is nice. I guess I can start placing you at the second spot over there at least. You nearly made it to the medium damage, but you don't qualify for medium damage just yet. Medium damage just goes a bit more higher than the damage he can already hit. If he went a bit more higher on the damage, he could be placed on the medium damage. It's close enough. Close. It was a close call, but the Butterfly Pea still is low damage by the end of the day. Spider Lily is first placed on the low damage, meaning that she does hit the most damage of all the. Well, yeah, whatever. There's Spider Lily over there. The spiders, of all the summoners, the spiders hit the least amount of damage, maybe. Not all the times. The more spiders you have, the more damage you'll be able to deal, basically. She's a master with the spiders. It's a shame to place her on the low damage, but I just can't see the spiders hitting much damage at all. I had to wait for a while for the spiders to get on a golem or a surgeon. The spiders bite quite slowly. They don't bite as fast and as strong as I wish they could bite. So, fortunately, Spider Lotus also is a low damage plant, despite her unique appearance. Right. Enough with the low damage spot and very weak spot. Time for the medium damage. On the medium damage, we count plants that are able to hit a medium amount of damage on the zombies. That don't hit heavy damage, because heavy damage would go to high damage. So medium damage is like not too damaging, but it's a balanced. It's balanced. I mean, it's pretty damaging. Not the most damaging, but very damaging. Yeah, alright, you got it. On the last place we got Rambutan. You're lucky to make it that far, Rambutan. What saved you is the fact that whenever you go into a zombie, you can knock them back seriously hard with your Rambutan attacks, with your head into them. I'm taking that from that perspective. You seem to be able to do some medium damage whenever you do that. However, you were alarmingly close to be on the low damage bracket. However, a bit of some elements saved you a bit over there, and you managed to qualify for the medium damage plants, Rambutan. So, nice work for that, I guess. Next to Rambutan we got Robotany. Robotany is good with his aimbots, but I've seen a lot of... Actually, wait, I think I would... Low damage? Wait, he hits low damage, doesn't he? Well, he is pretty medium going. Okay, he casts a lot of beams. You could say he hits medium damage by the end of the day, even though it still looks like it's a bit low. Maybe upgrading yourself helps him hit a bit more damage. He barely qualified on this bracket, but I believe he had the makings to qualify, so that's all that matters. He qualified on the medium damage by the end of the day. Okay, then he did qualify. Robotany can hit quite some damage on them with all of these beams, so it's pretty good, actually. He's trying. Next we got, next to Robotany, we got the Jaffe-faced, the what? We got Lime Lips. Her Scream does hit high damage, however. I do not count that, because it's still medium damage by the end of the day. It doesn't instantly kill everything on sight. You have to scream twice or three times. But it's medium damage. And for sure, she has quite a lot of moves that can help her do quite some damage to monsters. Very nice. From a damage perspective, I'll place you over there, Lime Lips. Next to Lime Lips, we got Bluebell Builder. Bluebell Builder's hammer hits quite good, and you're able to pull up medium damage whenever you attack the zombies with your hammer. Your helpers too do a lot of damage, which is nice. Well, there you go. You just slap them with a hammer, then you'll receive medium damage with the Bluebell Builder, which is nice to keep her in the damage contest over here, which is good. Now, next to Bluebell Builder, we have Piercing Geranium Adult Christian over here. Hits a bit more damage than Bluebell Builder does, thanks to his burst attack. He slashes and makes the zombies bleed. So on the damage perspective, Adult Christian made it quite high over here. He's been placed on the medium. spots. Still a lot more work that he could do, but he's made it in here at least. He hits medium damage, so he's quite good. Next to Adult Christian we got Black Hole Flower. Also has bleed effect, same like Adult Christian. However, it sucks all the zombies into the black hole. You're able to put up quite some medium damage to them at most times, as you say. So it's good at getting the job done, thanks to the medium damage. Alright, Black Hole Flower, nice work. Next to Black Hole Flower we got Pump Gunner. Pump Gunner is once again stepping it up with lots of medium damage. His projectile hits. You have to shoot a lot at them with them, but some medium damage is spotted over there, and even with the thermogenic ray, so he is able to pull out medium damage by the end of the day. He close to the low damage segment, but he's medium damage. He still has medium damage built in him. Next we got Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley, very damaging with the ghosts. I can't say the ghosts deal high damage though, so I'll still say it's a medium damage by the end of the day. Lily of the Valley's ghosts hit medium damage upon the zombies. So yeah, it's quite a treat. It's nice. Next we got the Allium Archer gang. Allium Archer, Allium Osmotic Power, Allium High Voltage. All three of them are able to put out medium damage thanks to their electric arrows. Most of the times they can even insta-kill with their electric arrows. So yeah, the electric arrows are nice from the medium damage perspective. The minions do suffer a lot. The horticulture monsters get hurt by this quite a lot. The crowberry does low damage, but it's not what counts, because the arrows do a lot of damage to the monsters. Next to the Allium Archers we got Omnipalm Areca. Areca's placed particularly high. I saw some medium damage with this shotgun on him, but sometimes it felt a bit low still. However, I qualify in the medium bracket over here. He does do medium damage if you hit the shotgun properly on the zombies' hitbox. And then you could say his HP regen also saves him a lot. He is quite good. Quite good. He's alright. After Eureka we got Flying Agaric. Flying Agaric has bombs, Agaric bombs, sends the zombies. They do medium damage as well, so it's quite nice. The dive bomb also hits medium damage. Yeah, there's a lot of medium damage built into this thing as well. It's very nice. You can see at the top of the rain Agaric bombs. You'll be keep doing medium damage at this point. Next, Flying Agaric, we got Sitting Raspberry, which can definitely hit a bit of high damage at the same time, but mostly is medium damage. It can dish out a lot of medium damage that can hurt and destroy most of the horticulture monsters. It's quite effective, I'm not gonna lie, it's quite effective. Next to the Sitting Raspberry we got the Storm Mangoes. There's the Storm Mangoes again, and they're once again back at being able to hit medium damage this time around. They are one bracket lower than they were before on my general tier list, I think, because they're a bit medium from the damage perspective. They don't hit the highest amount of damage. They can still hit and dish out quite an incredible lot of damage, especially the ultraviolet one. There's lots of medium damage going on with the electricity, so it's quite nice. It's ranked very good over here on the medium damage. On the 5th place over here, medium damage, you got Bloody Hidnalum. Still is the most superior plant on the entire list over here, on the entire row. And is able to survive a lot thanks to its ability to heal itself every single time it attacks zombies. It does medium damage with the slashes, so the slashes are quite damaging, you could say. Very nice for Bloody Hidnalum, and especially the third attack that sucks the zombies in and allows you to slash them, make them bleed even further. Bloody Hidnalum sure knows his gameplay there. Okay, what was going on over there? 4th place we got Lotus Dancer, which is better than Bloody Hidnalum because it can attack zombies with its super dancing attacks and water strikes. Alright, Lotus Dancer. Oh, sorry, I'm falling asleep. Yeah, it's good. I had to stay up. It took a bit of time I made the tier list yesterday, so I had to make it a bit more before I went to sleep. And after I was done, this is what I got with the tier list. So I hope you're all satisfied. There's Lotus Dancer. Medium damage with Lotus Dancer. She comes close to hit high damage. In fact, her explosives hit quite high damage. Though as a plant in general, I'll count most of that as being still medium damage. So good job for that, Lotus Dancer. You're doing quite a lot of good damage to horticulture monsters as well, which is very nice. As being very tanky as well, so I guess they didn't want to make this even more busty than it already is. Otherwise it could have easily been made to high damage by now. No, it's been kept a bit medium, so if it's medium rare, then medium damage. Alright, then Lotus Dancer, great! Woohoo! Yeah. Hyacinth, 3rd place. Goes higher than Lotus Dancer this one because I think it has even more damage than the Lotus Dancer. And still medium damage, obviously. Just water attacks, yeah. Water attacks are good at hitting medium damage usually. The only thing I didn't like the Lotus Dancer on in the Hyacinth, I think the water damage can heal the water elemental zombie, which can get overhealed by the water attacks, but that was about the only thing that kind of sucked there. The medium damage on them is very nice, and they rank very high over here. They could potentially hit even high damage, but they mostly hit medium damage. 2nd place we got Gladiator's Gladiator, which is nearly able to hit high damage at all times. Though I'll count it as being medium due to the fact that he doesn't really go past the medium boundary over here, so he hits medium damage by the end of the day. Slash is really goodly, the sword connects nice, the Gladiator blade quite damaging, yeah. Even go and attack him with the blade. Yeah, but if there are many zombies, you'd be stuck attacking them for a lot of time because of the medium damage. It's good. They give her the medium damage in 2nd place. Gladiator's Gladiator still performs very excellent. 1st place over here on the medium damage nearly made it to the high damage bracket, but it was just a close call. Though, however, he couldn't make it because his damage is still a bit under my high damage expectations. So he hits medium damage by the end of the day. He's still the best of all plants on this row over here, so he's been placed 1st place here. Corn Sentry shoots like crazy with his explosive corns, popcorns and Gatling popcorn machine gun. Yeah, I'm definitely digging the Corn Sentry gameplay. As I told you, this was also a very cool plant to use and quite addicting on the gameplay side too, because the satisfying shooting on it. So it's able to hit the most of all medium damage of all plants here, and it's acceptable from the perspective of this side. He really does hit a lot of damage. He really is talented. There you go, he's 1st place over there. Done with the medium bracket. Let's move on to the high damage bracket over here. The one that's the closest to insta-killing, but yet that's not insta-kill, it's just high damage. With high damage you're able to get done things very quick, Not the quickest though, but very quick. The quickest will be the insta-kill ones, but first we got the high damage ones. On the last place, we got Blooming Cosmo and Misty Comet on a high damage. With the fact that their main ability does not hit high damage, they barely qualified. And the second ability is also just making fall asleep. The only thing that hits high damage on them is the third ability, which allowed them to qualify on this bracket. So once again, Blooming Cosmo and Misty Comet have qualified thanks to their star ability. Saving them once again and making them being able to do berserk damage pretty much. It's quite nice. If they had even more attacks that could be considered full beast mode, and they could reload their third attack even quicker than it already does, they could be placed even higher. There you go there. Next to Blooming Cosmo and Misty Comet we got Sapaguita. Sapaguita's Saw is very damaging. He's able to hit a lot of high damage even on bosses, minions. It's a bit more risky to get close to the boss without dying, but she can still pull it. And the chainsaw on her is really one of the best close range attacking plants that we get over here. So on the high damage perspective, she seems to be acing it very nicely. The boss saw action, I'm getting it 100%. Yeah, that's again over here. Recently after the update, Gilded Shower has made it to the high damage spots over here. Gilded Shower is now officially able to hit high damage on the zombies with its golden vision, and I am quite proud of that, because right now that means Gilded Shower is no longer medium damage or low damage, which means he has definitely gone quite some improvements over here in order to be able to hit high damage very nicely. It even deals with bosses pretty much instantly. It's good against bosses actually, it's perfect. It destroys the boss HP by in a couple of seconds. So Gilded Showers is its high damage is really good. I'm satisfied with Gilded Shower the way it is right now. Next to Gilded Shower we got Wire Bramble. The only thing I love about him mostly is the discharge, as this being able to deal high damage and saves him, therefore allowing him to heal high damage to the zombies on spot pretty much because of the burst attack. He does the wire traps and the main attack as well, but these usually do medium damage or low damage. The high damage attack is still built into him over there, so he's able to hit high damage. He's good, very good. Next to Wire Bramble we got Sporty Tangerine. Sporty Tangerine's first attack is quite on a level with Grapefruit Launcher and Melon Fruit Launcher. It deals a lot of damage to the zombies when you attack them. You have to wait to reload every single time you fire one time, and sometimes the projectile doesn't always connect with the ground properly and fades into the air. That kind of bad, but she can hit high damage with her projectile, which is nice. The snapping ability doesn't need that much of the high damage, but it can insta-kill Wolverines, which is nice. Seeing a lot of high damage built into the Sport Tangerine, and since she's another plant that I'm addicted to play as, Sporty Tangerine and Bucko Patch are like head to head at this point. Yeah, Sporty Tangerine has ranked highly on the damage list, so it's very nice. Round of applause. After Sporty Tangerine we got Bucko Patch. Bucko Patch is excellent. There's nothing, I don't have a single thing to complain about this whatsoever, except maybe the fact that he stops regenerating HP when he's at low hit points for some weird reason. But if that's a bug, maybe it can be fixed, but I don't know, maybe it has been developed to be like that. But whatever, that doesn't matter. The HP regeneration is still very reliable, and if you don't hit low hit points, he keeps regenerating HP endlessly pretty much. And then you got quite low hit points unless you happen to get dropped off the sky somehow, but yeah, very few scenarios that ever gonna happen. And spent, like I said, he got first place on my surviving list. He's been the best surviving plant out of all, so yeah. And no surprise like this, he's also gonna be able to hit high damage on the zombies. Bucko Patch has high damage coconuts. Wasn't sure if I should place the medium damage or high damage, but upon seeing I've analyzed that this does hit high damage, not even medium damage. It is high damage all day. For a defensive plant to hit that much damage is quite impressive. So Bucko Patch hits high damage on the zombies at this point. It's very nice. It's a very highly damaging plant, so it can get done the job pretty much by its own at this point with no problem. It can push out zombies off the map with this big shield as well if you're in the heavens. Or anyway, it does work. And yeah, the Bucko Patch gameplay definitely is good. Solid high damage, the Bucko Patch. Even better than the Sporty Tangerine. It's perfect. Absolutely epic. Next to Bucko Patch we got Electros High Voltage and Electros Ultraviolet. The Electroses are once again superior with their electrify damage, obviously. They rank extremely high, they are able to do high damage to zombies. They can teleport all over the place and they can hardly get caught up with if you teleport around the place properly and don't get caught up by the zombies off guard. They're able to do a lot of damage. The Cudgel Blitz instantly demolish everything. High damage with the Electros all day pretty much there. 6th spot, Electroses, yeah, well, whatever. They're placed really high over here on the high damage. They even surpassed the Bucko Patch. And next to the Electroses we got the Jasmines. Once again, they're kinda 3rd place, 4th place. The Jasmines, Witchflower Jasmine and Jasmine have incredibly high damage into them. Maybe their main attack isn't the most damaging, but the 2nd attack and the 3rd attack, blessed. And the Jasmine hits hard damage any time of the day. So the Jasmines are good at hitting extremely high damage, which is why they rank super high over here on the list in high damage. They're nearly going to insta-kill brackets at this point, though not yet, so they're still just high damage plants. Next to the Witchflower Jasmine we got Grapefruit Launcher. He's able to hit a bit more damage than Jasmines do, I think, and he can fire more often as well, so Grapefruit Launcher qualified a bit more higher than Jasmines, but still the Jasmines are a force to be reckoned with as well, same like with the Grapefruit Launcher. Grapefruit Launcher also hits high damage and super high damage, there you go. Then we have Phoenix Flower, which surprisingly I found that he hits more damage than Grapefruit Launcher, and he's been placed higher than Grapefruit Launcher, but he's on 2nd place in the high damage list. His fire attacks are very good, you can kill multiple zombies at the same time, like I said. 1st place we got Liliac, which obviously hits once again the most of all damage, high damage, even to insta-kill damage at this point too. But the Shinobi Liliac is the one that hits insta-kill better. And at this point I didn't want to place both of them on the insta-kill, so I placed one of them on the high damage one. I thought the Liliac, since it's not the upgraded version, it gets the high damage, and while the Shinobi Liliac gets the insta-kill damage. Whatever, they both pretty much insta-kill, so it's, yeah. High damage to insta-kill is Liliac, pretty much. 1st place there. Over to the insta-killing spots, which is my favorite. I placed my top 5 most favorite Horticulture the Lawn plants when it comes up to insta-killing damage in Horticulture the Lawn. And I love my choices over here, because definitely I placed the best ones on this. This is the best of all spots to be at, the insta-killing spot. The most of all damage you've ever seen, the most broken damage output of all of the characters in Horticulture the Lawn goes to Melon Fruit Launcher, Night Raven, Swift Cacao, Shinobi Liliac, and Devilish Valerian. Those 5 plants over here were absolutely amazing. They surpassed all of my expectations and managed to hit insta-killing damage on pretty much any occasion at this point. Let us go with the final spot over here, bracket the insta-killing plants with 4 exclamation marks. I should have placed 5 exclamation marks because there are 5 of them. But anyways, first, on the last place we got Melon Fruit Launcher. You might think that Melon Launcher should have been placed a bit more higher, but upon further analysis, when I've worked at the Melon Launcher, actually, the fact that he does hit insta-killing damage over time, but he's still ranked the lowest on the insta-killing spots over here. I took in consideration the fact that he moved he moves the slowest of all of his plants first of all, though he is able to dish out a lot of fire damage. You can even insta-kill everything in his sight pretty much, so he is a force to be reckoned with. But something that just disadvantaged him, and you know, it made me put him on the last place here in the insta-killing spots. However, he's still formidable and he's still able to insta-kill everyone. But, however, you can see that there are clearly plants that are even better than Melon Fruit Launcher. So Melon Fruit Launcher could not stand up to them when he comes up to insta-killing. He is my last spot for the reason that he is not the best plant at getting the... He is, but yet there are plants that can insta-kill even better than Melon Fruit Launcher can. So they've been placed actually higher than Melon Fruit Launcher in this point over here. For example, the first spot over here, which we have the Night Raven. Night Raven is the most overpowered version of Phoenix Flower pretty much. And the Dark Flames engulf the entire battlefield. They hit so good. And I was also addicting to his gameplay as well, because I found this better than Melon Fruit Launcher, since he burns everything on sight. And he's very maneuverable and very quick and flies a lot, and I have no troubles playing with this. Honestly, I can survive any time of the day and insta-kill everything on my side with this. Even the bosses, even surgeons get insta-killed by the Night Raven. The Night Raven is truly an amazing horticulture plant. From insta-killing perspective, it outshined even the Melon Fruit Launcher at this point. Night Raven, congratulations, you are really good. That insta-killing technique that you're pulling is out of the ordinary, is absolutely unique, it's perfect. First spot over here for Night Raven. It was clutch, he couldn't make it to third place, but the Swift Cacao proved to be even more full beast mode than the Night Raven in the end. Now, let's see, Swift Cacao was third place over here on the insta-killing spots. As a third place plant, she's got a bit outshined by Shinobi Liliac and the Devilish Valerian, which can hit even higher damage than Swift Cacao does. If she didn't get nerfed a bit, I think she would have been placed higher than Shinobi Liliac, which would have placed on second place. Or maybe even first place, who knows. But the Valerian with the sacrifice is just way too good to be described at this point. So he obviously takes the first place. So once again over here, I got Swift Cacao on the third spot. Her pistolet does a lot of damage, so mostly insta-kill. But I think the blade is what insta-kills most of the zombies. Obviously the third attack is what I like the most, because the burst attack just kills everything around you. There is just nothing that survives when you unleash the third devastating attack of Swift Cacao over there. Not to mention that when you're stuck into the air, because he has the glitch that gets it stuck, it becomes aerial at this point too, and can mop the floor with bosses and everything, and it handles the battlefield way too good. It just handles everything, whoops their ass, nothing stands up to it. The Swift Cacao just destroys everything and is able to insta-kill and heal itself back up, being one of the most unique plants on this boss spot. Because of its survivability, it can heal itself back on every single time, so it never dies pretty much. It's just hard to die with the Swift Cacao when you're playing as it. But it's really good and insta-kills everything on sight. This thing is truly full beast mode. Even after the nerf, it still ended up being extremely full beast mode. Unbelievable, am I not right? Perfect. The nerf did have a bit of effect on it, so now it got placed on third place instead of second or first. But there you go, it's still insta-killing, and it still does even better than Night Raven and Melon Fruit Launcher. Now the second spot goes to Shinobi Liliac, which was close enough of taking the first place, but Valerian just came in with his insta-killing sacrifice and just was like, hey, you want to take first place? Not on my watch, I'll insta-kill all of the golems better than you can do, Shinobi Liliac. Insta-kill everything on spot, and then he took the first place instantly from the damage output. So Shinobi Liliac had no chance at that point to compete with Valerian. If the Shinobi React was outshined by Valerian just because Valerian does the insta-killing sacrifice move and can also survive after using it as well, which is insane. Absolutely insane. Shinobi React was first place, was second place. Shinobi's React shurikens were spot on, super deadly. I ended up mopping the floor wave after wave just with Shinobi React, and I didn't even need splash damage on it whatsoever because it just, the shurikens were that good. Its moves very quick because it's a ninja and deadly as Fleech. It requires a bit of precision when you're playing with it to aim the shurikens properly, but not much. You can still aim them properly at all times. It's easy. And the shurikens pierce through super deadly, destroy everything on spot. Pretty much insta-kill any time of the day, and even bosses stand a chance against it. Nothing stands a chance against Shinobi React. And now the first place, which defied every absolute insta-killing plan that we have over here, Valerian managed to come up with something with one of the most overpowered moves in the entire Horticulture history that not a single plan is able to ever pull off. So he's clearly the best at the damage output all day because he can insta-kill everything. The sacrifice tool might take a bit of time to reload every single time you use it. God damn, it's so good. It kills everything on spot. I do agree. The fucked up part is that it doesn't always connect. So if it doesn't connect, you end up missing the attack and it doesn't do anything. But if it connects, most of the times it should connect if you don't have to get cancelled by another projectile mixing or stuff like that. If your projectile doesn't bounce upward in the air, it doesn't get cancelled. If it touches the ground and the zombie around, the sacrifice kills everything on spot, and Valerian takes first place from that because he destroys everything with his... I find it a bit of a pain in the ass to keep playing like that sometimes because like, if he dies, he gets me annoyed because I was like, why did you die, Valerian? Is he dying? But anyways, I think he keeps draining HP, so I get a bit anxious. He keeps draining too much HP sometimes and they end up killing you sometimes. But the fact that he can heal himself back up at high difficulties, full HP, continuously mob the floor with multiple zombies, stable sacrifice as well, curse depths, soul snap, like, okay, that is surprisingly nothing on the gameplay wise does more destruction than the Valerian does over there. If you wanted to instantly get the job done, this over here could just kill all of the zombies at the same exact time with no problem. Just that amazing, literally. Yeah, Valerian, we no doubt, has had the most insta-killing technique, and his technique ended up getting in first place and the winner of this tier list over here. From damage perspective, he was the most busted character in the Horticulture Dawn history. So first place goes to Valerian, second place to Shinobi React, and yeah, satisfied with this tier list once again. As you can see, I've ranked all of my plants in Horticulture Dawn according to the damage. Truthfully, the most damaging plants got placed the higher, while the least damaging plants got placed the lowest. Exactly as it should go on a damage tier list. So wow, I'm really impressed with all these results right now. The more the plants are gonna change, the more this tier list will eventually be getting modified. Because I'll come back over it and then I'll start modifying it again. So it's gonna be very nice. Yes indeed. There's always room for more modifications, so we'll see what else happens according to Coach across the updates. Any one of these plants could essentially get more and more broken. Maybe at some point Valerian would even be outshined by another one of his horticulture plants. Maybe. But yet again, with a sacrifice tool that it is that forbiddenly good, I doubt that that's ever gonna happen. Usually no plants are allowed to get that broken in Horticulture Dawn, but there were a couple of exceptions that were literally allowed to be insta-killing at this point, and those exceptions are what I put at the very top over here. Very nice. There it is. This tier list was dedicated only for the most damaging of all plants. Now we have one last tier list over here that is less important, but I decided to make this tier list as well, just to say which is the best looking plant out of all. This tier list has nothing to do with damage, nothing to do with any of that. It's just tier list based on appearances, based on how good every single Horticulture Dawn looks. So the better the Horticulture Dawn appearance is, the sexier, the better it looks, the highest it goes on this. This is a tier list for the stylish tier list. Yeah, nothing to do with damage, it's just based on looks. Yeah, That's the last tier list I got for you over here. Let's get on to this one. I already done the general tier list and now the full beast mode tier list. Now we're gonna go with the looks tier list, and this will be the final tier list that I done for Horticulture 1. I don't have any more other tier list ideas. This should be the more of the tier list I'm doing over here. I don't think there's need for any more ones. So there you go. Let's get to this one as well and finish things off over here. There it is, fellas. The final tier list for Horticulture Dolan. The tier list that's all about looks. Which one of this plant looks the most beautiful? Oh, that plant is so beautiful. I can't resist it. Wow, look how beautiful the plant is. Oh, that one too is very beautiful. And that one too. There were so many beautiful plants. Let's see. Which one of these plants is gonna be the most beautiful Horticulture Dolan plants you've ever seen? Well, this is why we dedicated this last final tier list for. So let's get at it. We're beginning with the lowest one, because obviously if some plants are the prettiest and most epic looking, there will always be some plants that will be quite ugly looking. Ooh, why is that so ugly? The quite ugly Horticulture Dolan plants are placed on this row over here. We don't have many. Most of the plants are at least natural or well made or very fancy or best looks, because Angry Sun is very talented at making those plants. However, I did find a couple of plants that I found particularly ugly from the looks perspective, and these plants have been put low over here. So let's begin with the quite ugly. This is the row for plants that are just not pretty at all. They're ugly, they're disgusting. Ooh, the flick is there. Ooh, is that face? Yep, ugly plants. On the last place, the ugliest of all plant is obviously Lime Lips. Wow, Lime Lips. Why are you so ugly? Is anyone think Lime Lips is a good looking plant? Please tell me, because I don't. I find Lime Lips to be the most disgusting. Sorry, I can't. I don't want to be roasting them right now, but Lime Lips is the ugliest plant in Horticulture Dolan. There is just nothing pretty about Lime Lips whatsoever. Even the way she screams sometimes was hysterical. It's ugly, okay? That plant in Horticulture Dolan gets the first place in being the ugliest plant in history. Yeah, and it was the first small batch plant to ever be getting invented, probably. She is the ugliest. Wait, was she the first batch? I don't think she was. Wait, maybe it might be Bluebell Builder, and Bluebell Builder is a pretty plant. Anyways, sorry to say this, Lime Leaves, but you're the ugliest. Next, I've been hearing some people due to their reactions, and then I was like, they were like, what the fridge is that? Yeah, Ghostly Orchid. Mantis Orchid's costume, Ghostly Orchid, is apparently an ugly one. The Ghostly Orchid is quite ugly. So I placed it over there as well when I heard that. And then there you go. Quite ugly Ghostly Orchid. Fancy. She's the only ticket costume plant over there that is quite ugly. Don't know why Ghostly Orchid ended up being so ugly, but apparently the design was just not that good, so quite ugly. There you go. Boxing Beetroot. Look, maybe Boxing Beetroot is not, but there's nothing that attractive about Boxing Beetroot whatsoever, so Boxing Beetroot too is quite ugly. What is that? A beetroot? It's ugly. It has a bit of boxing gloves that looks ugly. Don't you agree, fellas? Boxing Beetroot is ugly. Look, what is why is he so ugly, dude? Did someone punch him in the face or something? Why is he so ugly? Boxing Beetroot is ugly. Oof, I can't even look at him. Next, Termedic. Yeah, Termedic, I just needed to place some more plants in there, so I tossed him in there as well. I just don't think he's that good looking. He's just, Termedic is still quite ugly. He's just, he's ugly, yeah, Termedic, ugly. Then we got Rambutan. Rambutan is also ugly. Like when I look at him and I hear the word but in his sentence, Rambutan, he's ugly. Sorry, Rambutan, I hope you don't have any hard feelings towards me, Rambutan, but you are ugly. Whoopsie. Yep. Sorry for being so ugly, Rambutan. I'm sorry you're so ugly. Rambutan is ugly. Then we also got Marimo. Marimo is also ugly. And like, he's an uglier version of Wire Bramble, and Wire Bramble at least is well made compared to Marimo. Marimo is just so ugly. Damn! There's not much appearance to him whatsoever. He's just a little spiky ball, spikeweed with green vegetation on top. He's ugly. Yep, he's ugly. Marimo is ugly. Well, for an ugly plant like him, he's also quite powerless. So, ugly and powerless. That's how I placed him. The Seed Shooter. Now listen here. The Seed Shooter is also quite ugly. And while he was the main plant in Horticulture Dolan, he is, I'm sorry to say this, but a Seed Shooter is quite ugly. Compared to a Pea Shooter from PVZ Dolan, which used to be super pretty looking and nice, this monstrosity over here, the Seed Shooter, is ugly. Ooh, what the flick is that? Is that what is that? What is that design? That round shape? What is that on top of his? That looks dirty. I don't like that. That Seed Shooter needs to be replaced with a Pea Shooter desperately. I hate his design. Sorry, I just no offense. It is quite ugly. God, I would have preferred the Pea Shooter from PVZ Dolan to make a comeback, not for this make that Seed Shooter. This ruined it for me, okay? Whatever is this, the Seed Shooter looks bad. I don't like it. Good night, Seed Shooter. Your appearance sucks. Oh God, it was bad when I first looked at him, and oh gosh, his appearance just was not good. Okay. Shit. Petition to bring Pea Shooter back into Horticulture Dolan because Seed Shooter is unbearable looking. And the last one over here, maybe he's not the ugliest, but there was no charm to him whatsoever. He was quite dull on the appearance. Robotany is quite ugly. It's not ugly on his face. He is nice, but there was just not much appearance to him, and therefore he's not very attractive whatsoever. He's ugly. There you go. These are all of the plants that I placed on the quite ugly one. The funniest twist that we had. Okay. And now we start the ones that look good, the natural ones, to the well-made, very fancy and best looks. Let's go from here on now. We'll only be seeing plants that look very good and pleasing to the appearance, and yep. Love it. Let's go. The natural segment. This is a segment placed for plants that have natural looks. The looks that is acceptable looks. The one, they're natural. By nature, by horticulture nature, they are good looking. They are fine in my books. They look good. Yeah, exactly. On the last place we have Black Hole Flower. Of all the looks, I feel like she had the least appealing look of all the Horticulture Dolan plants. She has a naturally good look, but it's all Black Hole Flower. She's just, she's all dark. She's like a shadow figure. I don't know. There's not much looks to it. At least it's not ugly, but it's natural. It has some natural built in it. It looks great, I guess. There you go. Though it's got the last place over here. On the looks perspective for Glowshroom is placed a bit more higher than Black Hole Flower. The Glowshroom wasn't that appealing either. It was just a mushroom that looks like it's fallen asleep or something, and it fights while being fallen asleep at the same time. Yeah, it was some nice, but it was quite lazy, and therefore I considered it natural. I gave it a pass. It was good. Duckweed's appearance, well, you know, ducks are ducks. Ducks look good in general, but not the most attractive things alive. They're just ducks. Duckweed, a very natural duck, as you can see. 100% duck. Then we got Artichoke Artillery, which he got remade. His remade, it was better than how was he initially at first. At first he was actually ugly. So I would have been placing him at quite ugly. But right now, after the rework, he's been placed at the natural segment. So I do like his rework better. Therefore, he's natural. He has natural appearance to him. I like that. After Artichoke Artillery, we got Circumspore. Circumspore also has a natural look. It's a bit more well made and detailed, so that's also very nice. Has the Circumspore helpers around the head there too, which is very nice. After Circumspore, we got Adult Christian Piercing Geranium. He has natural looks, as usual. It does remind you of Adult Christian when you look at him, so that's very natural. He has natural details, or it has natural details. As usual, Piercing Geranium never ranks higher than this, so always stays quite at the bottom when it comes up to, but whatever. We got looks, power, it all says everything at this point. Well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Some plants that were more full beast mode were better at full beast mode, better at looks than being full beast mode, you know the drill. The Stellar Shroom is placed exactly kinda at the same level like it was on the power level 2. The appearances weren't the most impressive either. The Stellar Shroom does remind you of Mona from Genshin Impact, maybe? But there you go. Yeah, she has a natural appearance to her. Quite natural, I could say. Yes, quite natural. Then we got the Singing Raspberry with the shine and the flames. We definitely can see quite a lot of natural raspberry appearances over there. Quite genuine and natural raspberry over there. Very nice. Then we got Bouncy Tomato that has ranked on the natural list over here. Like, on the looks perspective, you can see the... What kind of smile is that? How do you even... What is that expression? Like, seriously? Like, Is he cringing or what is he doing? I can't tell. Is he chewing bubble gum? Whatever. Bouncy Tomato has natural appearance. He looks like a tomato. He has a bandana. Quite natural from what you can see. Then we got Butterfly Pea. Butterfly Pea is also quite natural. I don't know if this is supposed to be inspired from the bee shooter in PvZ The Lawn, but it's a butterfly pea. I don't even understand why that is a pea, but it is a pea apparently. It doesn't like a pea whatsoever, it looks like just a butterfly. Natural butterfly, yeah. Then we got Gilded Showers. Despite Gilded Showers getting a rework, it didn't hit that hard to me, it's still Gilded Showers. Plus, I'm not sure if the rework was truly necessary. Gilded Showers remains Gilded Showers, same natural appearance, so there you go, a Gilded Shower appearance. I like it, yeah. Then we got Collie Guardian, which also has a natural appearance. He looks nice, even the base of his, the roots, everything is made really nicely. Collie Guardian is very natural by horticulture nature, yeah. Has a natural prettiness to him. Then we got Cutting Cartridge. Natural, obviously. It is the base of the Termedic one. However, compared to Termedic, this managed to be at least a bit more natural looking than the Termedic was, because the Termedic was quite ugly until the costume arrived, and the skin version ended up being better looking than the Termedic one. So there you go, the Cutting Cartridge is natural looking compared to Termedic. Well, I'm not saying that to be 100% sure, but I'll just the way I made it, yeah. Cutting Cartridge looks better than Termedic. Then we got Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley is also natural looking. I know, maybe it should go a bit more higher, the well made, but actually, or maybe I forgot to move it. We can make a modification right now if you want. Yeah, okay, I think, yes, okay. We'll move her. She's not natural. I guess she's a bit more well-made than that. We could make her the well-made, could be very fancy, but maybe I forgot to move her, I don't know. She's natural, but I think she looks a bit more, she's a bit more better than the natural. Okay, let's make it at least on well-made or very fancy for Lily of the Valley, not on natural. I'll change that one over there, because I disagree with the fact that she definitely looks better than that, that's for sure. After Lily of the Valley, we placed higher right now on well-made or very fancy. You decide, because I already placed it like that, sorry. Now we got Grapefruit Launcher on the natural. Grapefruit Launcher has a natural build. He's grapefruits, walking slow grapefruit launcher that full beast mode berserk, and on looks it looks quite natural. There you go. Then we got Flying Mechanic, which also has a natural look. It's supposed to be sort of mushroom mechanic with wings. Nice expression. It is quite natural by the looks of things. Then we got the Hyacinth. The Hyacinth is also natural. Not sure if the expression could be a bit more, maybe better than the way it was here, but it's natural. I'd give it a passing grade here, it's quite natural. Hyacinth has also a natural look. The Camp Cone and the Snow Cone, they're both having natural looks. Which one do you think it looks better, the Snow Cone or the Camp Cone? Well, I did the Camp Cone look better because it had the fiery aura. The Snow Cone too had the nice detail. Okay, both of them are natural, so that's what matters. They rank higher than most of the other plants because they're tiny and cute. Yeah. We got Enchanterelle and Pink Enchanterelle, who obviously Enchanterelle succeeds in being the second place on the natural list over here. Enchanterelle might have had the lowest amount of damage and disliked highly from that part, but the looks perspective for Enchanterelle were quite high over here, which was nice. I did place up Enchanterelle on the natural. In fact, if I was to play this a bit more higher, I could have even placed Enchanterelles on well-made or very fancy, but I decided that since I'm seeing Enchanterelle very often, maybe she goes on the natural spot better, I guess. There you go. First place on the natural list is Poppy. Yeah, that's right, just Poppy. Poppy looks good. Basic Poppy. Quite natural appearance. It doesn't push it too far, but it's natural. I like it. Alright, now about the well-made segment. These plants have, from the looks perspective, have advanced to a even more crazy look. And well, there you go. Let's move on to the well-made segment as well. Let's see which one of them were very, very well-made, better than natural. The designs are better than natural, obviously. On the last place over here, we got Stormango, High Voltage, and Allium Archer, and High Voltage Allium Archer, and High Voltage Stormango. No comments on this. Obviously, both of them were electrifying on the looks. The Stormango, with its expression, its texture, looked very well made, and same for the yellow Allium Archer as well. Also very well made, and yellow bracket, yellow, so there you go. I didn't know what it is. I kind of did some expression for the two of them there, as you can see, because then I placed the blue one on the very fancy and then the purple one's the best looks. Yeah, okay. See what I did there, I guess. I won't be saying much about the two over there. Then we got Angel Trumpet, and of course the Allium Archer being inspired from Injection Effect as well, and being so pretty looking, well made, very fancy, best looks all the time, you know? Yep. Then we got and Stormango, yeah. Then we got Angel Trumpet. Angel's Trumpet was now very well made. Obviously, his appearance does not lack. It's quite well made, I would say. Well, it's satisfied again. Well made and epic to play as. There you go. He's made it over there. I like the trumpets. Then we got yeah, Sampaguita, which is also very well made. She too is quite attractive. Yeah. She just starts everyone. He busts off all of the horticulture monster. He looks nice. She looks nice. Well made, yes. Well made Sampaguita, also in the shape of a saw at all times. Well made Sampaguita. We also have a strawberry pult and pineberry, which is also very well made. You know, strawberries are pretty, like in general, and they're very well made. Yeah, pretty strawberries. Love them. Then we got Palm Gunner, which is also very well made. Yeah, he has a nice little appearance, and he's quite greatly looking. From as you can see over there, he's very well proportioned. Okay, very proportioned. Yep, all of that. Then we got Buddha's hand. I'm not sure how Buddha's hand is well made. Yeah, okay, because he's that animation that opens up and shoots. I guess it's well made. Yeah, fine. Maybe we could have moved it so natural. Then we got Blooming Cosmo. She too is well made. Compared to Mystic Comet, which is very fancy. Mystic Comet looks even better than Blooming Cosmo does, obviously. Blooming Cosmo is a bit more basic than Mystic Comet is. But Blooming Cosmo looks nice as well. Blooming Cosmo is very well made, with the stars floating around it. Nice. Now we got Poison Peony, which is also well made. Got a lot of poison appearances around it, so you can see it's covered in poison. It's very well made. And then we got a Bloody Hydnelum, which is a very bloody plant. You can see the bloody references around all over here pretty much. And yeah, Bloody Hydnelum is also very well made. Not from the glitchy side though, because it can glitch out sometimes. That one is not well made. But well made from the looks perspective 100%. You can see here. You can see blood dripping out from his mushroom cap as well. After Bloody Hydnelum we got Dozing Daisy, which is also very well made. You can see the pillow, she's asleep. She's holding a little puppy doll while she's sleeping. Yeah, well, very well made over there. You can see lots of details too. Then we got Jasmine, which is also well made. Or maybe she's natural. Nope, well made. She is well made because she has she's quite not that many details, but there's a nicely built jasmine flower. Yeah. Then we got Mantis Orchid, which is well made. You can see it's a mantis and an orchid at the same time. Well made. Well made, but bad attacks. And dies quick. Then we got to a Wire Bramble. Wire Bramble is also well made. You can even place him in the very fancy one, but he's a bit of a little tangle kelp monster when he comes up to this, so he's well made. Definitely like his Wire Bramblish appearance. He also has a blue side and a red side over there at the same time. Well made. Then we got the Electroses afterwards. All the Electroses are well made. So he has many colors. Has a blue one, yellow one, and the ultraviolet one. But obviously they're all well made. They're floating electric roses, and yeah, they're well made. Now we got Gladiolus Gladiator, which I'm digging the looks as well. It is well made. He has the Gladiolus helmet as well that you can put on top. So yeah, Gladiolus Gladiator is also very well made. Gladiolus Gladiator. Then first place over here on the well made, it goes to Melon Fruit Launcher, being one of the only plants that are the closest to resemble one plant from Plant vs Zombies, which is the melon pult. That would be the melon launcher, and he gets first place over here on the well made because yeah, the melon design for him is just perfect, pretty much. It's a perfect melon launcher. Perfectly well made melon launcher.com. There you go. Now moving on to the segment which has extremely good looking plants in it. The very fancy horticulture de l'homme plants. All the plants on this list will be looking even better than the well made ones. So I guess. Okay, very fancy. We got Stormango and Allium Archer. No more need to comment on that, you already know why they're placed there. Then Generous Charity. Yeah, Generous Charity is very fancy with rich details and millionaire plant boy. Oh yep, there you go, very fancy. Then we got Snowflake. Snowflake is also very fancy. He might look a bit sad and depressed, but he hides a bit of fanciness under that little sad snowy appearance. So Snowflake is very fancy. Surprisingly enough, while it ranked the lowest on damage, very low on damage, it managed to rank higher on the looks perspective here, as you can see. So very fancy is the Snowflake. Next to Snowflake is Devilish Valerian. He is also very fancy. I mean, we didn't fail to give him that that Devilish Valerian look over there. So he turned out quite excellent. He's the pan of the hedge pretty much, and he's like, he's very fancy looking. Valerian, nice work. Full beast mode and very fancy. That must be really good. Alright, Valerians, again, very fancy. Yeah. And then we got Liliac and Shinobi Liliac, which are placed right next to each other pretty much. They both are also very fancy. The details of the shurikens on them and everything else just proves how fancy the Liliacs are over here. Very fancy ninja Liliacs. Perfect. Love it. I love my Liliacs when they're this fancy. We got Singer Poppy, which ranked really high compared to the natural Poppy, which was placed on the natural spot. This one, the Singer Poppy, gets placed on a very fancy tier list over here. The very fancy one, indeed. You can see heart detail, star detail, yeah, you can see all of the natural girlish singing, popular sunflower singer, poppy singer. Yeah, the sunflower, the poppy singer definitely is very fancy on the look side. It definitely beats even the basic poppy. It's perfect looking. Then we got Milk Rose, which obviously is very fancy because of the ability to have 3 different types of Milk Rose. One Milk Rose, one Strawberry Rose, one Butter Rose, and they can all form into one model. It's just insane. Yeah, the Milk Rose comes equipped with, at this point, it's 3 roses into one. Yeah, Milk Rose in a nutshell. Very fancy indeed. Where in the world did you get this technology from, man? Alright? It can transform into 3 variants of itself. It's very fancy. That's Milk Rose to you. Very fancy like usual. She is a rose in a milk box. Milk Rose. She's also a rose in a cream box. Cream Rose. Butter Rose. Butter. And she's also a rose in a strawberry cake. Strawberry Rose. Perfect. Then yeah, let's see as time is cracking. What? Next to Milk Rose on a very fancy list we got Bluebell Builder. Okay, Bluebell Builder. I should have placed you a bit more after Milk Rose, but you can come there right now. But anyways, Bluebell Builder is definitely very fancy looking horticulture pants. Or should I put it on well made? Oh, never mind. I don't want to change my mind. Now I placed it over there. Compared to the previous downlooks, it looks better, obviously. Very fancy indeed. Now it's a Bluebell flower with a Bluebell Builder hats. Hammer. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not the fanciest, so I would have placed on the well-made instead. But I'll still say very fancy at this point because I put it like that. And it's definitely not more fancy than Milk Rose. No, lol. Okay. Next, we got Corn Sentry. Corn Sentry has very fancy looks to him. Like he is a popcorn sentry gun, popcorn sentry machine. Corn Sentry. And he just, yeah. He was good from full beastman perspective, and now he's good from looks perspective as well. So, yet again, very fancy Corn Sentry. Then we got Phoenix Flower, which obviously is very fancy because of looking like the Phoenix Flower. Like, Phoenix! Fly, Phoenix! And then, yep, very fancy Phoenix Flower. Then we got, okay, this one, I don't know, but I guess the Dandelion was even more fancier than the Phoenix Flower. I guess I might actually just a bit, no, clearly Phoenix Flower is more fancy than the Dandelion, but whatever. There's Dandelion as well. He's also very fancy. Surprising to his design, they had a very fancy design to him. So I was digging the Dandelion design quite a lot, more than I was digging his power level, because his power level sucked. But his design, the Dandelion design, turned out to be very fancy. I liked it, loved it. Then we got Bucko Patch next to Dandelion. Bucko Patch, stylish looking, clearly one of the most beautiful umbrella leaves you've seen so far. Oh wait, was it not meant to be an umbrella leaf? Anyways, yeah, the Bucko Patch, excellent plant, very fancy looking. You can see the coconut details to it under his leaves. Good lord, the patch, it's perfect. Yep, clearly the Bucko Patch turned out very fancy in the end. I loved it. And would you look at who we're having after? Would you believe it when I tell you who's after Bucko Patch? Yes, indeed. It looks like it is our least favorite horticulture plant from the damage perspective, and the one that we claim that it sucked a lot. Look how highly it made it over here on the looks list, guys. The hedgehog. The hedgehog is actually very fancy in Horticulture Run. He's very cute, because I was looking at him a lot and I said, what is that cute little thing? And look at that, it's a hedgehog. The hedgehog is a very fancy plant in Horticulture Run. A round of applause. You know, he might have been the poorest, more unfortunate on the damage, but his innocence was hiding some of the beauty that was going to give him an advantage on this tier list over here. Because he really looks he looks extremely good. He's very fancy. The hedgehog, congratulations for being such a fancy little hedgehog. You did it. Exactly. Very fancy hedgehog. We got Crystal Flower. Crystal Flower is obviously beautiful. She's a millionaire girl and she's very fancy. Yep. And together with his husband, Corn Sentry. Exactly. Now we got Crystal Flower. Yeah, Crystal Flower is beautiful, isn't she? Damn, beautiful Crystal Flower. We're having a very fancy for sure. You can see the color matches the bracket, so very fancy Crystal Flower. There we go, the Wildfire Wildflower. Though you might have disappointed me with your fire attacks, and I must have hated some of that, you know, you looked really good, Wildfire Wildflower. So you are very fancy looking Horticulture Run plant. Nicely done. Then we also got Witch Flower Jasmine. Due to the fact that it's got those nice witch flower accessories to it, I ended up liking this design better than the normal Jasmine. So I placed the Witch Flower Jasmine higher than Jasmine. Jasmine was about well made, while Witch Flower Jasmine was on the very fancy side over here. So Witch Flower Jasmine was higher on the looks perspective. Witch Flower Jasmine gets over there next to Wildfire Wildflower. A very fancy mage indeed. Very fancy. Alright, we're seeing some more of these plants over here that, like Catnip. Catnip too is very fancy, very cute looking cat. I really love his appearance. Although he ranked lower on the damage and he was quite pathetic in those scenarios, the Catnip took a very fancy appearance to it at the very least. So there you go, we got ourselves a very fancy cat over here. Very fancy catnip. Hey, whoa, meows! Catnip is very fancy. Next to catnip we got my favorite night raven. The night raven is very fancy. At this point it could be even fancier than phoenix flower is. Because he has dark flames as well. It's a bit of a crow. And how do you think phoenix flower is more fancier than night raven? Nah, it's definitely... come on, obviously. Night raven over here ranks extremely high on the very fancy list. He has definitely taken a look at that phoenix flower and to the next level, the night raven. Perfect. Still very fancy, very, very fancy. And then we got, there's a lot of plants that have qualified over here. As you can see, this very fancy tier, the very fancy one, a lot of the horticulture plants have managed to qualify on the very fancy ones. So I was also pleased with that, yeah, obviously. We got Spirit de Filet after, alright, yeah, Spirit de Filet after Night Raven. It looks like Spirit de Filet, despite the fact that I didn't find it to be that overpowered on the gameplay side. But Spirit de Filet was very good looking, very fancy. Also very well animated. She has the animation because she's one of the superior plants. So from the animation perspective, she's very well animated. Of course, I made sure that the gorgeously animated plants on this tier list will be placed the highest, because if they had animations to them as well and looks, I just had to place them really high on this tier list over here, because it would be a crime not to do that. So there you go, Spirit de Filet is very fancy. There are more animated plants, but they actually reached best looks. And it looks like the Spirit de Filet still is on a very fancy one, but it's fine. It's still ranked really high over here on the 4th place. Like, whew, very good. Nice work, Spirit de Filet. Whew. Very fancy plant you are. Yes. Change in impact appearance. Did you very fancy? Yeah. And then we got on the 3rd place over a Mystic Comet. And her 2023 appearance, is it? What? 2024, 2023? Yeah, exactly. Mystic Comet's appearance is legendary. Oh my gosh, it's so good looking. I love the Mystic Flower appearance. I'll give her the 3rd place easily. Mystic Flower, congratulations. You have the best appearance could ever ask for in Horticulture Delani. You're a very fancy plant you are, man. Nicely done. Alright, guys. Then we got the 2nd place, Mapolorella. Not gonna lie, I was a bit mixed up whether or not I should have Mapolorella higher than Mystic Comet or not. But I took a few things into consideration and I thought this... Yeah. That, from the looks perspective, you can see it's a maple leaf. And then, well, I don't really agree with the sad expression, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not very fancy. All the more points that she got. Okay, I'll place her on 3rd spot. Never mind, I made my mind up. We'll play Mystic Comet 2nd and she gets 3rd place. But yeah, it's a very fancy maple leaf, as you can see, so not much to say. She floats beautiful. Oh, she has that fancy umbrella on the back. Never mind, I take it back. The umbrella on the back of the maple leaf is gives it a very nice detail, so I thought she was placed very high because of that detail over there. And then the maple leaf, she's complete. No, she's definitely good on 2nd place right there. Perfect. Maple leaf looks beautiful indeed. She can stay over there on the 2nd place. Very fancy maple leaf indeed. Now I hope later on she's not only gonna be very fancy, but she's also gonna be very overpowered. There you go. Very fancy maple leaf for now. Yep. Now, guess who made it at the top of the very fancy list? Unbelievably enough, I'm not sure everyone will agree to this, but okay, well, it's a CPU powered choice right here, but Omnipalm Areca is the most fanciest of all horticulture plants we're having on this entire row over here. He gets 1st place. Literally CPU power. Terminator plant robot, best appearance, in my opinion, at the very least. Why would that not get 1st place? You tell me why not. Exactly, he has the best looks. Omnipalm Areca just looks way too gorgeous. It is perfect. Yeah, that's the looks we're looking for right there. The 1st place, very fancy look. Yep, there we go. Now then, let's move on to our final bracket over here. And then I'll be done with all of the tier lists that I've worked on. The best looks. This bracket over here includes only the plants that have, in my opinion, the best looks of all other horticulture plants. They look the best out of all. They are so good looking that you're gonna be like, wow, how in the world is that plant looking so gorgeous and amazing? Dude, it's so beautiful. Alright, Starmango and Allium Archer, boom. Yeah, Starmango, Ultraviolet. Why are they placed over there, CPU? For no reason. Yeah, you can, just because I like that they were purple, black, pink, yep. Ultraviolet, Starmango and Allium Archer, yeah, they still have best looks, come on, yes! We'll place them there as well. Then we got Lovely Lavender. Though she really proved herself to be very low on the damage, and she is a very reliable healer. However, from the looks perspective, when Angry Sun came up with this reworked Lovely Lavender, I clearly acknowledged it 100%. I do believe Lovely Lavender has one of the best looks of all plants here in Horticulture Blanche. She definitely looks the best. Yeah. We got a very reworked and perfect look here for Lovely Lavender. Nicely done for that though, Lovely Lavender. The gameplay wise was not damage build, more heal base, but the appearance was legendary. Best looks appearance over here. Next to Lovely Lavender, this one should be even more beautiful than Lovely Lavender. It's Spider Lotus. That's right. And the Spider Lotus really is quite a bit of a cutie, isn't she? Like, damn, those spider details around her did not fail to impress. I really feel like she's got an insanely good design for Spider Lotus there. This is exactly what I was looking forward to see over here in the best looks bracket. That over here takes the piece of cake. It's perfect. It's amazing. Absolutely 10 out of 10. And we got Windbean. Windbean, how'd you made it over there? But you look better than Mapledrella. Wait a second. Let me think again. Why did I place Windbean on best looks? No, right. The animations, that's why. Yeah. If I didn't have the animations, I would have not placed Windbean this high on the tier list on the best looks. It's just a bean with wings, an angelic bean at this point. And cute expression. Yes, I do believe Windbean deserves to be here on the best looks because of the very well animations that Angry Sun put into this thing over here, and clearly paid off, because now the Windbean is among one of the best looking plants in Horticulture Land because of that. So there you go. Windbean goes over there. I definitely agree with the choice again. Next to Windbean we got Fairy Tulip. Yes indeed, it would have been not fair if I didn't place Fairy Tulip on the best look side over here. After all, I'm still a true Fairy Tulip fan for life, and I was just going to place Fairy Tulip this high anyways. I'm not a fan of the damage, I dislike the damage obviously, like I just said. But the Fairy Tulip looks, best looks there, definitely. She has the rainbow trail. What more could you possibly want? And we all love rainbows, and the Fairy Tulip best looks. Then after Fairy Tulip we got the Sporty Tangerine. Now that must be one of the most pretty looking tangerines you've ever seen in your life. That Sporty Tangerine is beautiful. Best looks of it, 10 out of 10 yet again. I just love the sporty reference to it too. The oranges that Angry placed on it, it's just, that's an orange Sporty Tangerine over there. He has a bit of animation as well when it slaps around like that too. Sporty Tangerine is beautiful. It's a very beautiful one. Best looks over there for Sporty Tangerine as well. Okay. And now after Sporty Tangerine we got Swift's Cacao. Surprisingly enough, she's placed on the third spot again on the first bracket. While she's the most overpowered, same again, yeah. Most overpowered and best looks at the same time. literally at the same time. Yeah, Sif Cacao is so lucky to be so lovely looking. She has one of the best looks in Horticulture line and one of the most overpowered plants as well at the same time. Damn, she's kind of one of the only ones that she won from both best looks perspective and overpowered looks perspective. Overpowered and best looks too at the same time for the Swift Cacao here. Is talented plant, I'm telling you. Now Swift Cacao is obviously best looking. We can see the nice animations occur. When she reloads the pistolet too, that is everything into consideration. The cacao design for it is quite brilliant. It's a brilliant horticultural plant. Honestly, best looks for it as much as power level goes and best looks. Swift Cacao excelled at both of them. She's as pretty as she is overpowered. I love it. Congratulations for that, man. Now, second place and first place. Let us see. Best looks. Oh, it all comes down to this, doesn't it? Obviously, we know who's gonna be first place because we're seeing it over here. Second place is a Gallant Carrot. Gallant Carrot had a very nice appearance to it ever since it received that rework. It has been made beautiful beyond any words with those animations, and they were mind-blowing when I saw them. Honestly, she even does animations where she jumps. Those animations are just so much fun. I love them. Their best looks for this Gallant Carrot. Angry Sun, congratulations. Your Gallant Carrot has turned out legendary. First place award, absolutely good. Actually, second place award, because the first place award goes to obviously the Lotus Dancer. Man, Lotus Dancer just came in and was like, you know what, Gallant Carrot, how about I'm gonna prove you that I can be more beautiful than you are. And then there you go, the Lotus Dancer coming in with her with the most beautiful dancing moves in the entire history. She is a very fancy plant, one of the most best looking. So yeah, number one goes to, in my opinion, the Lotus Dancer, because I saw this thing. I'm pretty sure the amount of animations that got placed into these plants, even when it even gets stuck in T-pose form after performing too many animations. But anyways, the best looks goes to it because I saw the animations. All right, they are legendary. Actually, the animations are even better than on Gallant Carrot at this point. The Lotus Dancer really comes equipped with all of that charm over there. No joke, it's charming to know. And my son, anyone would probably give the Lotus Dancer first place. Am I not right? Who would you guys give first place on looks based? I definitely give Lotus Dancer, because I definitely believe Lotus Dancer is the most beautiful horticulture plant at this point. She is so gracious with those animations. And even makes pirouettes. He gets 100% style points over there. Like, seriously, none of the horticultural plants are as stylish. Well, they are, but the Lotus Dancer is by far the most best looking plant in the entire horticultural history. I love what I am seeing. The look side, it is absolutely stunning. I love it. I don't even know what words to find anymore. It's perfect. Yep, it's absolutely perfect. This flawless being of a Lotus Dancer over here we have in first place, best looks. And Gallant Carrot 2 is extremely flawless looking. Second place for it too. It's amazing. It all came down to the tiniest of all detail, but Gallant Carrot nearly took the first place on this one. However, upon further analysis, I worked out that Lotus Dancer is even better looking than Gallant Carrot. So therefore, the winner of this bracket is Lotus Dancer. Very interesting to see. You know, it goes to show that there are lots of tier lists, and any one of these plants could come at the top if given the circumstances, the looks, the damage, the general favorite. Yeah, there's a lot of conditions. So first of all, we had our general tier list, which Bako Patch was at the top of the legendary order, first place. Then we had the Power Base with Insta Kill with Valerian being first place at the top. So on this one we got Bucko Patch at the top, this one Valerian at the top, and now we got this one with the best of all looks, and lovely lava, Lotus Dancer is at the top, first place. So as you can see, the following plants have been able to obtain first place in this tier list: Bucko Patch, Devilish, Valerian, and Lotus Dancer. Well, that says a lot. But anyways, there was a very intense competition. As you can see, all these plants got a lot of shining moments over here on my lists, and I displayed them all in the best way possible, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you all love this list right now. Please leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and do everything that must be done to ensure that this tier list gets to everyone, and everyone loves this tier list the best way possible. Because look at this, I've done it, fellas. Flawless tier lists over here. Oh yes, we do. Well, hope you all enjoyed. These were my tier lists. Yours truthfully, made by CPU Power, Horticulture brand tier lists. Plant of the year. I love it. I forgot about Storm Mango. Wait a second. And boom. And with that, 2 golems and 1 sergeant have all been drowned. 2 sergeants over here. Ooh, tasty! Gameplay has resumed. Yeah, plenty of things. There are many for us to dive into even more. I'm very plump, stuffed, and ready to go. Stuffed. Ready to bake even more zombies. 32.5 million coins still. We should be nearly getting to 22.6 million at this point. There's another pie over here that your teammates can collect. And let's not forget, I need to do the rolling pin over here as much as possible. Oh, Swift Cacao! Oh, what a Swifter over there. Very swift. And I love this rolling pin. I can't get enough of this. Just seeing this rolling pin just rolling into the zombie in an instant, satisfying. Hey, the rats. We're baking. No, 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 don't get close to me because you remove all of my overheal. Don't shoot me. Rolling pin, get him. There you go, nice. Get sauteed. Is everyone ready to get cooking? Cooking competition to attend to. Literally. I'm just placing webs when there's spawn. Are you watch out! Rolling pin. Well, rolling pin destroys the Wolverine. Oh no, my overheal is gone. I might have to take it back. Should I play a bit more zoomed in like this or zoomed out? Yeah, I will. Zoomed in is my turn. I like playing when I'm... In fact, I really wish that the camera perspective would be more like this from here on out whenever I'm spawning in, but I always have to like do it like this. I like to be more zoomed in so I can look even closer at my plant. But then it's a bit weird because it keeps zooming in a bit more additionally than when I zoomed in like this. It's Roblox how it is and zooms in an additional time. I don't like that extra zoom in when they're doing me like that, because I zoomed in perfect like this and then we see it zooms in an additional time. Don't be zooming in so much, man. Too much zoom in. Bake to the oven. Transform it into pie. I mean, like, we're cooking and fighting at the same time right now, it's insane. I'll just keep playing with this for the whole day straight, and then whenever we get the dining table map, I'll keep switching between plants. That's why we do it like that, yeah. So I can play with other plants on that map as well. I definitely like the idea, so let's do it like this. You know how I am, I get entertained, and for generations, horticulture is perfect. Very intrigued and excited. Chop the fire, zombie. Short work of him. Time to bake. Put him over here. A dream plant over here. Man, perfect. Oh, that's for me to buy instantly. You have to do more than that if you want to damage me. I have 600, 700 overkill points. Everyone pick up heals. No, he didn't get healed. I'm a very passionate chef and a fighter. Hey Valerian, did you hear that? You're getting nerfed. But to be honest, despite the fact that I told her, I'm gonna assume she already knew about it, even if I didn't tell her. She might have already known that the fact that Valerian can do that. It was nice that I pointed out, you know. Yet again, I would have regret seeing Valerian sacrifice to getting nerfed forever. I never liked that, you know. I would love if Valerian could just stay like that with his busted sacrifice tool. So I guess it's gonna be... Yeah, the fact that she said it's just temporary nerf, I find that very reasonable. Like, she didn't say she was gonna keep him forever like that. She said it's temporary, just for the... You know... For this update, Thanksgiving update. Well, if it's temporary, I'm cool with it. Just for it not to be forever, because otherwise we'll definitely not be finding Valerian as being able to insta-kill everything with his sacrifice, and it would be a bit sad, obviously, but you know, we want Valerian to have his busted sacrifice too. And I guess at the same time, we don't want him to kill the turkey too fast? Yeah. What do you know? Which, I mean, it matters at this point. We just love Valerian like that, yeah. We love him too much, I guess. See? I'm just placing webs where they spawn. Oop, a healing zombie. Yeah? This plant's potential to ramp up the difficulty extremely quick is very noticed over here. I'm still being overhealed 360, so when I'm like this I can survive forever. I can hear salty sounds. The seasoning reloads quite a bit. I find out that I'm forced to wait a bit over here at this part when all my tools are reloading. It's not really a problem. Reloading pin. The salt shaker does the thing only if the zombies are close enough to me. And I don't feel like I'm hitting much with the salt. Mostly the rolling pin is doing everything here. Come on, salt. Salty. Be salty. I saw you holding that salt at the top of your head like that. It feels like you're. Oh right, I couldn't be doing anything there. I'll still be loading. It feels like you're having a speech bubble at the top of your head when I'm looking at you like that. Through your feet. Man. Angry, you're really nailing the formula for these plants here, I'm telling you. This is great. If all the plants formula as pleasing and as satisfying as this plant formula over here, from here on out, for all of them, which seems to be the case all the times pretty much, when you know, CPU power satisfaction for the gameplay and everything is guaranteed, it's amazing, best. Ah, but I couldn't get the job done there, man. Nah, that doesn't, it's fine. I think it was because I was reloading, but again, it's okay. It always does. Rolling pin. CPU power perfection gameplay will be seen at all the times. Oops. You're really gonna stop resetting my overheal. Don't do that. Rolling pin. I will crush you with my rolling pin and throw salt at you. Rolling pin, go around. Yeah, he gets stuck over there. He does know how to jump. He just got stuck over there. I think this rolling pin is nearly smart, except it can get stuck in some spots over there. Like this. I guess he doesn't really have to jump as long as he just crushes them. I'm cooking. Another pie has been cooked to perfection. Eat up the pie that I'm making for you. I'm feeding you pies. Yeah. CPU power, but he feeds his teammates pies. Cooked to perfection, what can I say? Running pin. What the flick, man? Relax. Okay. Sergeant. Ouch. Okay, I think we made ourselves hurt a bit too much. He came for me and took me out. Return to main menu. Well, thank you for pressing that button. Because I couldn't see my mouse cursor. Whoops. Look at how many patch pans we're having now. This is really good. Wait, this is an epic horticulture plant plan we're getting. Let's get even more and more plants. Time to bake. Those man texture over there is insane. Into the oven you go. Give the overheating pie rolling pin. I forgot to do the rolling pin over there for some weird reason, even though it was reloaded. I need to spam it a lot more. Oh no, where's my overheal? I just got over here and then it was done and I died. God, there's no escape when that happens. We're going to start to struggle if that happens in high difficulties. She did say we can't cook the golem, but I think he is getting a bit effective by that too. Big turkey? Why did I fall through him when instead of being at the top? I guess. I'll just stay at the top of the wait, no, that was not what I was supposed to do. Let's let the turkey kill us. We said we were going to test out more plants over here, yeah? So it's what we're doing. Hey, no! Oh, dude. What do you think? I'm stuck. I have to rejoin. It was all fine until that happened. Where is my server? Hey, yo, I'm not even seeing myself right now. Where am I? Okay, that server. Shit, man. Right, I'm unresponsive. You could join another server, maybe? Hello? Well, I guess now I am starting to be only with people I'm less familiar with. Still, let's join. Yes, this one's a scenario where I'm stuck out of the map. We stuck out. Interesting, as you can probably see, the land map is still there. That's an empty base plate over there, I guess, kind of. Yeah, you can definitely see that. Whoa, okay, this. Oh, there you go, it wasn't spawning again. Still with your Leander, practically. And yeah, wow. The turkey is all the way over there. Practically outside of the house right now. Okay. Can I actually see from over here? Let me see a bit. See some other things over there. Interesting. Usual, I kind of do my daily sequences where I announce whenever I'm reaching a new million, you know. I always do that. 24.2 million coins reached! Yay! On to more grinding. Ouch, go slow me down. Oh! How quick that was! Yeah? 24.3 million coins with a witch flower, Jasmine! Hey!